I'm like, here we go. Wake up. I spent most day editing, so I'm like, that. Good, that's going. Pause that. Good. And this. Beautiful. Drop dead gorgeous. What is good, ladies and gentlemen? What is good, gang? I've been doing something real boring until stream because I have too much stuff in my backpack. I have like 1,000 of an item of artifact shards, so trying to sort them out, and you're like, damn it. It's just difficult. This, and look back, and that, and this. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Why am I off to the right a little bit? Yeah. But, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready to do some more fun story in Wuthering Waves? Hot diggity. Also, yes, I was doing something that's not exactly fun, which is the whole inventory managing. I was trying to do it before stream, but I couldn't really do it that fast. But we essentially, if I go to my backpack, we have an astonishing amount of, not weapons, of this. Yeah, so we basically have 2,000 of echo slots, which it sucks that you can't have less of them. You can't, like, find a way to do it better. You can click on them and throw them away, which is awful, should not do it. But what you also can do, which is probably the ideal method, which is this data bank thing. You go down to this bad boy, and then you merge a bunch of them to get more that you possibly could use, like critical rates and damages and such. But hot diggity fucking damn, is it annoying, because you can't, like, you're like, okay, what are the odds that I'll need a healing set with a damage roll? Probably not great. And if we need to clear space, this is the best way to do it. Defense we could use. Defense I could see being a weird thing. So now you're trying to get all the, like, the damaged ones out of the elemental thing. And yeah, it's just hell. The defense ones we would like to keep because that could possibly be that. And you can't hover. Maybe it's better to do it this way. Like that. Yeah, because then we can actually look. Defense will keep. Glacio, die. Die. Die again. Die some more. Jesus Christ, so much death. This. That will keep. That will keep. That will die. That will keep. That will keep, that will die, that will havoc. Attack will, yeah, we probably shouldn't keep, but we should probably keep at least a couple of those. That. Is this the best line of defense, or so on? No, but it's something. When you need space, this is the hell that we are having to kind of pace ourselves through. It doesn't make the most sense, it doesn't need to. We just need some space so we can get more of artifacts that we actually want. Havoc, we'll keep. Get rid of that. That, good. Alright, that should be enough. We didn't really lose a lot, because he has so much to get. Anyways. But, ladies and gentlemen, I am so ready to play today. I was looking forward to playing, too. I bet I'm maxed out on resin, because I didn't play last night. Oh, I am, but it's okay, because we have, like, a feedback loop that gives us more of it. Yeah, the only thing I need to look for is better one costs, which I messed up on and have like all of the stuff except for one cost echoes. But ladies and gentlemen, how's your day going? I didn't ask you just a simple question. I'm sorry. Hey Ray, what's good Lone? What's good Cat? What's good Fluff? Looks like Ray beat me to it, unless the chat has only loaded two. No, it's just Ray. It's Ray. Ray was first. Pa. Raid says, I made sure to get here early today. Hell yeah, Raid. I also woke up early, much to the disgrace of my mind, because I'm so tired. But hey, I was getting into a bad cycle of like waking up a little too late, and I didn't like that. So I woke up at a better time today, around 8, which is not great, but it's still good-ish. But alas, I was gonna say though, dude, I heard some absolutely fantastic news today. There was a leak that came out about Fable, and I wanted to ramble at you guys about it, about all the things I've learned about it, which is, it's a lot of good stuff, and I think it might hint, I might just be like hoping for the best, but like, yeah, some of it could be cope as far as me and my like take on it all, but the other part of it does bode well. Basically, the TLDR is a lot of the devs that worked on Witcher 3 were actually hired to work on Fable 2. And that means that we'll probably get some pretty good RPGification of stuff, and also choices, and so on and so forth. The gameplay apparently, which a person had leaked and seen, I haven't seen the gameplay, but like this person who got insider knowledge, seen some gameplay of Fable, and supposedly, what do you call it? They seen that it looked very, very good. Like, it looks very reminiscent of like The Witcher's like spiraling attacks and stuff like that, and like spin techniques and like seamlessly flowing into like an execution and then back into gameplay control, things like that, which did sound good. But I have more things I want to ramble at you about, guys, about it. But my brain's not turned on yet, so I don't think I'll be able to convey my perception of it well right now. So give me a minute, we'll get warmed up. Also, it's an energy drink kind of day. It's this disgusting monster one, which has a metallic taste to it. But hey, it's fine.
What do I think of you? Your smile. It looks warm.
Also, gang, just to throw that out there, my lovely mom, as she is just the sweetest, she was at the protein-esque store, essentially, where we get creatine and protein. And they seen this thing that they were like, let's try it. And it's basically like it's the most fad thing you could ever possibly think of. It's basically like avocado Miss Vicky chips, essentially. But there's avocado in them, so better fats, I get. Yeah, it's a little.
I should try to smile more, you say.
I digress. It was in the health food store, and they basically were like, let's try it out. My mom, being the ever sweet person that she is, was like, "Oh, you always like spicy stuff. You always like spicy food, right? Like you like spicy chips and all that stuff, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do. Great." And she's like, "Yeah, I got you some of these ones I found at the health store. We all liked them when we tried one bag. It's like there's no chips in this bag, by the way. It's like this much chips in this whole bag. Anyways, are we getting off with the story? Essentially." Yes, these are spicy chips, but they have the words
beautiful beings are
sweet ghost pepper.
Precisely because of
like
their transcendency.
Ghost, and they have images of what is the iconic ghost pepper. They're like one of the hottest peppers in the world, or at least the one that everyone knows about. I thought it'd be fun to try them on stream like a little bit, because I don't know if it's like, it's ghost pepper, it's hot, like, but it's not that hot. Or if it's like, no, these are just pain in chip form. And I'm like, I don't know if I really fuck with that. So I thought I'd suffer on stream. Maybe. I might, we'll see. I'm a little nervous. But it surely...
Precisely because of
I'm not going to say, it's probably bad. It's probably going to be pretty bad. But I'll probably have one little tiny chip, and then we'll see how we rock. Okay? But yes. It could be bad. It could be good. Also, let me turn down the volume just a little bit, because I think when they talk, it's quite loud. And I can only imagine what happens when we let everything
At
rip.
your disposal.
And wait for it. There.
In war with time.
In war with time.
Loading.
Melee. Get some of that stacks up, and then we switch to what's her name? This.
Stay behind me. Frozen blockade.
Got an air bubble in my chest?
A change of perception.
Proud of budding seed.
Okay, good. So that one impact did great. Okay, we're not quite done. We need to get more stacks. Okay, now we have max stacks. Damn it! We have max stacks, but these things aren't dead yet. There. We can pop quickly.
Smell of all crimson.
200,000 damage, baby. And now we can just whippy flap, and everything's dead. Hot damn! And she's just out here hanging out too much. Doing too much hanging. Let me see what chat says. Cat says, the main grin man. What's good, Cat? What's good, Nong? Cat says, my day is good. I'm doing a hard-ass dungeon in Skyrim right now. Well, I know there's difficult dungeons in Skyrim. Well, I guess, yeah. Again, I was the scum build that had, like, invisibility and archery, which lets you just go invisible and start sniping the fuck out of people. I'm 3 minutes into the fight with a bunch of enemies. Didn't realize why I was taking so much damage until I found my ebony skin war. Oh, you have what? You have armor degradation. That's interesting. Oh no, it's you mean that's your magic, right? The magic alchemy stuff that makes you have harder skin.
Lone Syndicate said, I'm late, I was macking dinner, but hello everyone.
What's good, Lone? We might be trying ghost pepper chips. You know the ghost pepper, like the coveted, like everyone dies when they have it kind of thing? Chips. It probably is not that bad, especially not as like the death chip that I think has all the pepper shit on it. But still, as a person who's never really had like spicy pain versus like spicy, like where it just is meant to hurt, it's like just, Yeah, I hope it's okay. Raid says, I'm doing good. Today, haven't been done too much gaming-wise. I haven't eaten much to come to think. Oh, you better eat, Red. Raid, sorry. You better eat, Raid. Get that food in your stomach, boy.
Loading.
This, some of this. Build up them stacks, do a charge hit. That should give us what we want. Bang.
Stay behind me. Frozen
This.
blockade.
Flap.
A
This.
change of perception.
Oh, I knew I was off by just a hair. That's ass. Only I can reach you. We still haven't built up a lot of stacks, but we're still fine. We're
Feed
grooving.
my blossoms, self-deceivers.
20k, still
Lone
okay.
Syndicate said that's gonna go one of two ways, Grin. You're gonna either take it like a champ light work or you're gonna die on screen.
Yeah, either or. We'll hope for the best, as we tend to do.
Let's have fun.
Man, this game ain't nothing. Especially with the heavy investment of what we had in luck. It's luck. It's 90% luck. But hey, maybe in this we have found the thing that we desire, which is a good
I should try to smile.
one cost.
Would you like a fun game?
Get away from me.
Between the two
Get
of
away
us?
from me. You're way too close. One. We have defense, disgust me, and HP, and attack. That's what we want. Attack has the possibility of greatness. For every 1 day of investment of resin, we get one of these. It's not boding well. One of those, but hey. HP, it's not looking great. It's also not looking great. Damn. Damn you. I would love, even though it may not be for the best, I would love to breach the 300 critical damage. It will probably not be as good as like some other mathematical stuff, but if we can get 70 critical rate and another 10 critical damage from one of my artifacts, we're gonna get 300 critical damage and 70 critical rate? Are you kidding me? That's insane. But we'll see. It's a little far-fetched, but hey.
Lone Syndicate said also day 3 of trying to get an attack 3 cost.
Oh, any luck? Oh, why do you want an attack 3 cost? That's weird. Oh, yeah. Oh no, I see. Yeah. You're saying the Lone. Did anyone ever do the math and find out that it's better to have 2 havoc, two attack over 1 havoc and 1 attack? Because how the math scaling is, you can only get so much out of 1 stat essentially. Yeah, like they basically benefit each other, so it's sometimes better to have both being really high. Or maybe her weapon gives her like the cap of havoc boosting damage, so it's not as good to keep investing in that 1 stat that has a limit, you know. Some critical calculations says. Yes, some critical calculations indeed. Right, having anything today. Gnawing says those should have some bite to them, but probably not too bad. Hopefully not too bad. Hopefully, I like Miss Vicky's spicy chips, which is probably not that spicy, all things considered, but still.
I should try to smile more, you say?
There she is, going off again
Like
with her
this?
nonsense. Absolute nonsense. All right, gang. Ooh.
Lone Syndicate said for Camellia Grin, and not that I've found Grin, I'll gladly test it for Yar if I can ever get enough attack 3
I
cost. And
appreciate
Grin, you
that
have
one.
over 300% crit damage thanks to C1.
You have what?
McFlufferkin said, from what I recall, it is better scaling to do 1 ATK%, 1 elemental percent, rather than 2 of the same of either.
1, 2. Okay, so that does work. Gotcha. That is a good point, though. We do technically have 3. What do we need to do to detonate the 3,000? Will we see the effects given our stats?
Would
or
you
no?
like a fun game?
Let's see. We have this constellation.
Between the 2 of us?
So the intro skill needs to detonate. We got that. Easy breezy. We're just gonna do one of these. Do this. Man, I will say Shortkeeper
Bolty
builds
said yo yo yo.
Loading.
Well, what? What's good, Bolty? Do this, do more of this, and then we have max conservo energy in a hot minute. There we go. Now we can do this.
Reborn from ancient roots.
4,000, not that much, but do we
Would
now
you like
have?
a fun game? between
We do!
the two
We
of
have
us?
around 300 critical damage just by having an intro skill thing. Not only 300, but 319. But we could have 330 critical damage if we get a goblet or whatever for one piece. It's something to work towards. We have almost 2,000 critical most attack. It's not the worst. And now we just need to spin to win. Everything dies very quickly. It's funny, you get stronger and you get to play less.
Caution is advised.
It's not that funny, but hey, this.
Lotus pervade. Ha! A change of perception.
Bloom from ashen shell.
And one thing that used to take a couple seconds now takes, one
My
thing that used to
luck
take maybe
seems
like a couple
better with
seconds
you
now takes
around.
1 second, but still. Ha! Look how pretty this game is, dude. Oh boy, howdy. Let's see if the image
Lone
system is still
Syndicate said,
ass.
"Grin, when 8 we gonna take on the spiral abyss of Wooer."
That's what we were supposed to do today, funnily enough. But we have I kind of was more enthralled by the story, so I wanted to do the story a little bit more. But we might do the Spiral Abyss stuff. But I need 2 teams is the issue. Changli is set, but now it should be fine. It honestly should be fine. Changli is, I think, enough-ish. Maybe. But in order to get like a good image, you need to like self-zoom in. It's very weird. We need to do this, then we need to do this, then we need to do this, then we need to do, I think it's this, yes. And then we need to, I want to get the image in the back. Because I want to talk to you guys for a little bit. That's why I'm like, hey, can I zoom up? Why can I adjust camera position? No, I want to move the camera higher without it being weird. Okay, whatever. We can't have nice things. Is that it? Maybe? There. Good enough. All right. We also can do cute little nonsense things like we don't want depth map. We can do this. Look at that.
Lone Syndicate said, "Grin, what ya think of my art?"
I think it looks
Mainly
great.
The background, could you tell I
You wouldn't call.
photoshopped
Well, I
it
only
in?
you could tell because I read your message before I looked at the art. But yeah.
McFlufferton said also, "I may have sorted out the CTDs for Skyrim with some troubleshooting and any tweaks.
Oh.
I got a crash log translator which simplifies the results, so I can comprehend what I may need to do."
Hell yeah, Fluff. That's awesome. Yeah, what do you call it? That, again, when you sent me that stuff, I was like, well, that's really cool. Also, I like the fact that, again, like, yeah, the mod manager, like, thing, config thing, it's that you can activate in the settings system. Lets you, like, toggle off stuff and you may not like, which is really nice. But yeah.
How do you
Oh,
like
above my chest.
this
The reason why we're pausing
flower?
before we get into the big meat and potatoes of the story, which maybe I should try to mute the game because it's gonna be loud as shit probably. She's gonna start talking all kind of nonsense about like, hey, have I told you about how crazy I am? And I'm like, shut up, shut the fuck up, please. Anyways, but I want to talk to you guys more about the news I found, which and things I've seen today, which have made me want to tell you about. So just hold tight. Story time? Not story time. More like I'm hyped as fuck for these 2 games and I gotta tell you guys about them. Kat says complete the Crimson Nirnroot quest last night. It gives 25 chance to duplicate when creating potions. Yeah, if you have a build. That was the one thing that sucked about Skyrim is that like it's like, wow, what a good find for doing this super long quest that we never hinted that was a part of alchemy. And because you haven't invested a shit ton in alchemy, you can't really use it to any efficiency. But hey, if you did do an alchemy build and you did a playthrough too, let me tell you, you'd be able to make use of it. Bethesda needs to do better about being like, this is a quest line that has going to give you a good boon for alchemy at the end of it. Granted, I guess Nunarud is still like an alchemy like agent, so possibly you could infer it, but I still feel like you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me right up. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, ha! Ugh, okay, here we go. My brain juice is not still flowing. I'm still thinking I'm fighting off something, so here's my best bet. All right, so I seen a video today that talked about how it was gameplay of Avowed, which is coming out in February, like a couple months from now. And it looks pretty fucking good, dude. It looks very out there. Like there's a quest chain where apparently you go talk to this lady, you go to a cave entrance, and then she basically, you find out that her like soul companion is essentially like a weird furry elf goblin thing. And then you can make the choice in the game to basically tell her, like, that's weird as fuck. Stay away from the weird elf furry thing. That's weird. Or you could be like, trust the system of love and go, even though you may have reservations, go, you know, hang out with this weird, floofy, Kirby-looking freak, essentially, you know? And yeah, stuff like that to me, I was like, oh, hell yeah. It seemed like it was very much going to be Oblivion style, like quirky, random, weird madness, where all of your options, all of your choices matter, so to speak. But I will say, I did kind of struggle with like the thought of who I will play in Avowed. In Avowed, I'm kind of like, shit, should I do the archer or should I do the mage? The mage seems like almost like you have to do it. I think it has a very like Skyrim Oblivion-like thing of like, if so long as you use the weapon, you start leveling up in the weapon's aspect. I think something like that. So maybe you just use whatever you want and have fun. But I think archery looked a little too cool to not use. Also, I can't remember the last time I made like, oh no, I was about to say I can't remember the last time I used an archer build, but it was Skyrim. It was Skyrim because of course it was. But yeah. I am an alchemy wizard purely because creation potions are a great way to make money, especially now that you can. Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, dude, the best gardening I've ever seen.
McFlufferkin said because of the difficulty mods and combat overhaul that I can't modify without the collection throwing a fit, I've decided to lower the base difficulty as I'm still below level 15 and no followers.
That's a good idea. It's a good idea, I think. Yeah, especially again, it's all. The whole point is for you to have like a good amount of fun and not take like 10 hours resetting just to be able to beat the things. So I think that makes sense for your Skyrim playthrough. But on that point of I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Avowed. I'm basically really hyped for Avowed. The more like things I keep learning about it, the more I kind of am like, this is going to be, I think, a good time. If not just like what I've kind of been craving, which is like weird shit, like a game that's kind of odd, has fun, and doesn't like hold back. Anyways, that's not what I really want to talk to you guys about today. That's just something I seen this morning. I thought, oh cool, I would let you guys know that I have more hype for Avowed now that I've seen more stuff from it, which doesn't always happen. More times you see some more stuff and you're like, ugh. But the game that I heard a lot about today was Fable 2, which is not Fable 2, sorry, Fable, the game coming up next year. How do I approach this? So first of all, I love Fable. Fable's my favorite game of all time. Some of you guys probably know that. A lot of you guys probably know that. I talk about it a lot. Anyways, but the point is that we just got information from that was a big leak essentially. So a guy who usually gets leaks just got basically sent a early or brand new gameplay that they filmed. Apparently he seems to think it's basically like an old gameplay trailer that they were kind of showing around in the company. But he was saying a lot of stuff that to me I was like, that's awesome. And there's a lot of things I didn't know about Fable that give me some like small reassurance, I guess. So one of the things was apparently a lot of them have basically a lot of the studio for Fable have basically hired on people who used to work on CD Projekt Red right around the time that Witcher ended. So they bought up a lot of their talent, so to speak. Which to me I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool, because Fable's always had choices, and if there's any company that's kind of starting to still do like choices matter, it'd be what do you call it? The people who make Witcher. So that's good. That's a good sign. And apparently the gameplay is very reminiscent of like the Witcher 3's, doing slashes and combat and stuff like that, which I'm excited for. I still hope you can like all into one thing. Like I hope that every hero or Fable or whatever, I hope every person who's a protagonist isn't forced to be a spell sword. I hope it'd be cool if you could kind of choose whatever you're gonna do. Granted, that's always kind of been Fable. If you could, yeah, even in Fable 2, you could force yourself to only use magic, but you still had a sword in your hand. So, say la vie. But anyways, it's only two-handed weapons that. Not even two-handed weapons. I think you still were able to cast spells. Anyways, so you're always maybe a spell sword. But the point is that apparently the gameplay looks really good, which was worrying for some of us because they just haven't showed a lot of it. But the thing that I wanted to bring up was this. So apparently, and I this is something I criticized a little bit, and this is where I might be like coping. Okay, just to be honest, it could be coping, but I often do this, and I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but it's something that I always like to try to do because it kind of helps me understand things, or at least hope to understand things. So One of the things that people criticize the ever-living shit out of Fable for is, like the new Fable trailers, was for having this female protagonist and not showing any dude protagonists. And Fable has always been a game where you could choose the woman or the dude and then play. And people were also frustrated with your main character, or the woman in this case, looking very I don't know what the right way to phrase it is, but like looks like a very normal person, if not like slightly a very normal person. Doesn't look very pretty, as most people are saying, and I understand. But to me, I thought this is where I might be coping. It could be really bad. It could be like the idea that they're like, yeah, let's just make like a very non-attractive heroine and force them to play it because, yeah. Why look pretty or something like that. But given that there's armor, it just doesn't make sense. And then I started thinking back of, this is where I would be coping. I started looking back at the previous Fable games I love so much. And a lot of the times, Fable kind of starts off, the whole point of Fable in a lot of ways is that you start off as like a farm boy, country bumpkin, nobody. And then you can literally own the city capital at the end of your journey. You literally become nothing, like a boy with those gigantic ass gloves, or a girl with gigantic ass gloves, and then you slowly throughout your journey, throughout your Fable, start building, you start becoming like a time mage that like has absurd power. You start becoming like a person that has like slayed endless werewolves or lichen. You start becoming like a sharpshooter that like that has fucking wide ass back, or an archer, sorry, that has a wide ass back, thick legs, and all that kind of stuff. So to me, I think it would be this may not be the case, but imagine if the developers, after showing that there is, because this is the other leaked footage, is that apparently it was leaked that there is also going to be a dude. This is a little up in the air, but like that you could play as a dude or a girl. But I think it actually would be a pretty good idea if the developers came forward and said, hey, we went out of our way to make both of these characters, both of the protagonists you can play, to look like painfully average. In fact, kind of in a lot of ways unattractive, because we want to tell a story where the only purpose is for you to basically to show that you are basically nothing, you're a country bumpkin nobody, to being a fucking remarkable hero legend. But here's the catch. I think it would be very cool if instead of like taking away the fact that you can customize your face and bone structure and make the character look how you want to look, what if instead they incentivize that by saying the reason why we wanted to start you off as like a bog standard guy is because given the choices you experience, and this existed within Fable as well, Fable 2 specifically, if you take damage, if you get hit and hit again and drink a lot of potions to heal yourself, your body will basically start to take damage. Like you start to have wounds, like scars all over your body. You'll have like permanent effects on your body regardless. And then there's fun little side quests where you can repair that said damage. So I thought, oh, okay, what if they're kind of leaning into that a little bit more? Where like, oh, say if you wanted to see your character's face in dialogue, so you never wore a helmet. But as you keep watching like more cutscenes, you start to notice that your character starts having more cuts all over their face, or scars, sorry, all over their face, and you think, holy shit! And then your one character starts getting like battle damage.
McFluffican said in Fable 1, you only played the younger brother of Teresa, who later becomes the blind seer guide. They made it work well to have progression of appearance, dynamic scars, etc.
Yeah, exactly. And to me, again, like this is where I was like, if I was on the Fable team, what would be the reason that I would basically make this character look very average or very, like, not heroic or whatever? Because the Fable characters have always looked average. I feel like they look a little under average as far as physical appearance goes. But the only reason that I could think that they would do that is to basically try to be like, hey, we want you to start from nothing as we've always done in Fable, and we want you to like maybe by you like attacking more enemies, you start to build up a little more of a physique. Maybe by you doing all of these things, maybe you get the shit slashed out of you, so then you start taking battle damage and have all these things that can shape your body. But ultimately, this is like to me the thing that I think would send it home. If they just came forward and say, okay, yeah, your character looks a little scuffed. Like, that's just the fact. We kind of made it that way so that your character could evolve. And when it starts to evolve, you could start to see it. Maybe when you start to become more heroic, maybe you start to become more beautiful, which has always been the kind of nature of good in Fable. And when you look evil and when you do evil things, you end up looking more menacing and badass because you have horns and shit. And when you are good, you start to become more angelic looking and, like, beautiful, like an angel. But let's just say they don't even say all that. Let's say instead they're like, okay, in Fable, what we've done is there's like a quest where there's like an orphan girl that you end up meeting way down the pipeline, and it's a part of a long-winded quest where you're basically trying to find like this elixir of youth. And you find this orphan girl who like is almost there at the same altar as you, and you see her scarred face completely, and you find out that maybe like she was an orphan stuck in the system, and this horrible Duke parent cut up her face and mangled her leg. And then maybe as you go on and go forth, and you keep progressing through the series of quests, maybe you start to develop a relationship with this tiny young girl, etc. And you start maybe there's like openings for you to be either kind or evil. Like maybe you could buy this poor orphan girl new clothes, maybe you could give her a place to stay, so on and so forth. But I thought it'd be really cool if at the very end of this thing, you had the choice of either kicking or like telling the orphan girl, go fuck yourself, as you can in Always Fable have been ruthless in that way, and you take the potion of recovery for yourself. It would basically cleanse all of your scars off of your body and maybe even make you look beautiful. Who knows? Now, let's say, you do the opposite thing and you give her the vial. Well, I think it would be really cool, and this is where this is my hope. This is where I came up with this stupid scenario in my head, because this to me would like hint at what I would ultimately desire the most for Fable, which is don't use TTS right now. Let me finish this thought process because I want to be taken out of my head. Imagine if this happened. You could even be a monster a little bit. This is something that always was Fable did. Imagine this orphan girl is in front of you, and you basically have the vial that could like repair your entire body and fix her scarred body as well, but you can only choose one or the other. What if instead you'd basically do the wrong thing but take responsibility for all the wrong that could possibly happen? So you have this scarred orphan girl, and you basically put out both of your hands, and one has the vial and the other has nothing, and you could basically say, hey, I'll give you this vial in which your body will remain healed, and you can go off into the world and possibly never get hurt again, but you could also get hurt again as well. But here you go. Option 2 is and this is the thing that, like, if you went through the quest and there were openings where you could kind of be a father figure anyway, but basically the other option is, like, I'll adopt you, I'll make sure you never have to work a day in your life, and I'll make sure no matter what happens ever, I'll protect you. So you probably would still get, like, a little bit of evil points, but not very much. So basically you're like, I still want this potion, but I'll make it so that and this is something that they could hint at throughout the story if you're like talking to her consistently about the fact that she doesn't actually yearn for like the fixing of her scars, but instead just like a home that she doesn't feel scared in, and so on and so forth. And by her having witnessed you like slay all these monsters in these ruins as you're both striving for this thing, maybe she sees like you're the only person that I could believe when they say they're going to keep me safe. And then of course the good option would just be like, take the potion and I'll adopt you. And that could be like really good storytelling, and also give a reason for why your character is just kind of boring at the beginning, because the whole point of Fable is for you to build your Fable. And if you look like a fucking handsome, dashing knight, then it's like, yeah, where's the interest in that? But if you look like kind of like an average person, that by putting in effort and by doing incredible feats, your body starts to morph, change, and evolve. And then there's even like these kind of like ways to skip all that by doing this quest that gives you like a fountain of youth thing. And I don't think that'd be impossible to code in there, because if you're already going to gain prettiness via improving your morality, like if that's the boon of being good is for you to look more angelic, then you could just take that same code and make your character look nice without having all of the heavenly crown and all that stuff, the halo and stuff like that. So I don't think it'd be like too impossible just to have this effect without the extra animations and floof of all that, you know? So yeah, that was something that I thought, that would describe why the character might look a little scuffed. Because that's what that was the biggest criticism people were throwing out, is that like the main character looked kind of unattractive and not very nice. But there could be a valid reason for that, so long as they did that. Will they? I don't know. But that would be like, to me, a way of being like, okay, no, they know the essence of Fable, and that could be really cool. Now let me read out what you guys were saying. Fable 1, Nong says, in all Fables, the more developed your hero, the better they look. Yeah, and that's what I think they could hint at. I wish they would call it out so people weren't afraid, because I think Fable's not been around for such a long time. In Fable 3 actually didn't have that necessarily. It was a big thing in Fable 2 where your body kind of evolved. In Fable 3 it was your sword and weapons evolve, which was cool too, but yeah. There was a little bit of body evolution in Fable 3, but just not very much. They like opted for like the fact that you could like sprout demon wings when you did a charge attack, which was very epic. But yeah, Fable 2 also had 2 augment meters: good, evil, yeah, pure, and corruption. Exactly, yeah. So there could be, but the thing that I'm hoping though is like I hope Fable, they do make a way that it's not just you can be really evil or really good. I wish there was a way to like be evil but then still be good. Like, or not be evil, but like do the thing that is the most self-interested for yourself, whilst also trying to repair the fact that someone else lost, you know? Like, I think that would be nice. Like, just because you win doesn't mean everyone else has to lose. Yeah. Purity, devil depending on others, yeah. Fluff says, so I hope playable characters start a mundane, average, and then yeah, I think it's also a really like interesting look. I just don't think, like, I think so many people are so jaded from like, I don't want to play a hideous character for the whole game, dude. But then you can always use armor in the game, so I don't know. But I like the idea of like you start off looking pretty scuffed, and then you like just by you doing stuff, your character's features start to change. I think that's a little far-fetched if I'm honest, because it looks like all of this stuff is like motion capped, face scanned. So we'll see. That's why I said it might be coping. It's because I'm like, I think this would make a lot of sense and would kind of be in alignment for what we're seeing, but yeah. Fluff says, Fable 3 had you start as a noble. So yeah, that was probably a reason why you looked pretty nice. That you were above average as far as that. Which is funny, because it probably would be the opposite. In hindsight, like, yeah, if you were nobility, you'd probably look more like mutated and gross. But yeah. Although maybe not, because there is like princesses and stuff. Like, no, I feel like it's more fair for like Vikings. Vikings, it makes more sense why Vikings are beautiful, because there's no marriage and it's a really weird like I claim you kind of thing. And whereas, you know, nobility had all this weird shit where it's like, you're not part of other nobility, so I can't date you, and so on and so forth. I guess there was always concubines though, so maybe I don't know. Nog says archery always made you taller, more melee made you muscular. I don't remember. Dude, fuck, you don't remember? Oh my god, Nine, I can't believe you don't remember. Oh my god, I gotta pull it up. Maybe I can't find it, but it is one of the coolest things. What do you call it? In Fable 2 specifically, the more you used magic, the more your body like tore apart, not being able to contain said mana. So like your body would like shatter apart, and you'd have like glowing cracks all over your body, like mana was about to burst from you. It was so fucking cool. Come on. Oh, I don't know if I can find it. Yeah. That's what happened. Let me pull that up. Boom. No, I don't want to save it. I want to open the image in a window.
Catman 11234 said never played a single Fable. I did hear good praise about how open-ended they were.
Oh, it was so good, dude. Oh, so good. But yeah, this is kind of a really bad example, but here it is. But this is what would happen when you had max mana. You'd have like these brutal fucking bright ass runes all over your face, like yeah. And they got even brighter when you started charging mana and charging spells. But I just love that. They just went full fucking send. And of course you have your like this is max purity where your skin looks angelic and you got your crown. But yeah, just the fact that your like body is like shattering or ripping apart because you can't even contain that much mana is so fucking epic, dude. God, I love Fable so much. Anyways, Fluff said, in the other two games, your body doesn't scale as significantly, but your hair color, yeah, becomes more like glowy and shit. Yeah. I think Fable 2 had the best body evolution, essentially. Fluff says, it'd be neat if they adapted the D&D alignment system. 9 possible. I feel like that would be a lot of work a little bit, you know? Like, that's the only thing that makes, like, I already feel like I'm pushing it when I'm asking for, like, would it be possible for me to choose the evilest choice, but then still try to find, like, a good ending for everybody, basically? Because Fable never did that. Fable
Lone
was always like,
Syndicate
lean
said,
in.
just know I still have Fable on the list of games to play GRINN, mostly likely the game I tackle after Sonic Frontiers.
Ooh, I can't wait, buddy. I can't wait. I will say I still got some reservations for Fable, but I still think it'll probably be a good game, knowing that like there's some people who are rocking CD Projekt Red, or who have made CD Projekt Red. I guess they've made the Witcher and games like that, and apparently the gameplay looks really good from what people have said. I will say another thing that people have mentioned is how insane the engine is, and the one thing I also don't think people are drawing a connection to is Fable 2 was like greenlit way back in like 2000. Oh man, it might have been 2015. Like a long time ago, I think, to where I think they took. Now everyone always wondered like why was it taking them so long to like have anything for Fable? Like we got like one tiny trailer, like 6 years after the fact. But people are speculating. This would be my speculation. Is I think the people who made Fable, the new Fable, or the people who made Forza, and Forza has one of the best engines ever. But I wouldn't be surprised if they were trying to basically make their engine, like they took 5 years to basically make the engine that would be the thing that runs Fable.
McFlufferkin said Playground Games is known for beautiful and pretty stable Forza Horizon games.
Yeah. So that people like know that beauty's going to be a thing, but are they going to be able to do all this other shit like body evolution and, you know, even just RPG things? Because apparently Fable is a tried and tested open world game. You know, it's not like an open level game supposedly. So yeah, but. I'm excited. I'm way more excited than I was, but I'm still a little worried about the morality and the whimsicalness, because I feel like they definitely have like a modern day comedy stuff, and I feel like that has failed every single time a person has tried doing like, here's modern comedy for like the Gen Z audience who loves like nonsense humor. And then they don't like it at all. Like the Gen Z people who they're targeting shit themselves. They do not like that at all. Actually, they shit themselves. They what do you call it? The people who tried to target them failed horribly. And we see that with Saints Row. We see that with aspects of what is it called? The new, what is it called? The other game people were not so happy about, Dragon Age. The new Dragon Age apparently has moments where it's a little weird. It misses, so to speak. But yeah, I hope Fable doesn't really like succumb to that. It could be like British humor, but it's like modern British humor, which I don't know. Hopefully I like. They did in the leaked footage, they did have the person did relay that the mission that he's seen was basically the main character trying to like get a lycanthrope, which has always been like part of the Fable lore. He was trying to get like a lycanthrope to like come out at night, essentially. So they make like a British dinner and they put it out in a plate, and then he comes and gets it. So there is some stupid like cheeky what the fuck kind of aspect, which has always been Fable, which is Fable is like a little like, this is crazy. this shouldn't work, but because it's such a whimsical nonsense world where like any tale can be possible, it's like we're fine. That's okay. All right. Let us pause that music.
McFlufferkin said, to be fair, Fable was buried in modern British humor. I imagine the new one will either be like the pre-sequel where it flies over our heads, or it'll be decent, if not for younger generations.
Yeah, no, that's my thing. Like, I'm fine. Like, you're right about, like you said, this is what Fluff always mentioned, which is, like, Fable's always been, like, directed at, like, British, pompous kind of humor and stuff like that. But my only thing is that, like, whenever we have seen them try to target a younger demographic, it has always flopped and failed with that demographic. I've never seen them the only thing that I've seen recently that's kind of done it is Helldivers, but Helldivers kind of appeals to like just normal slapstick comedy. But yeah, like out of nowhere, a fucking dude will be getting eaten by like a bird or some shit, or like some sort of ant, and that's but like all this other stuff. Perhaps it's just all the like the virtue signaling stuff that people really get tired by. So maybe that's the thing that's like the core element that's not working. Maybe it's like, oh, if you just did the goofy fun jokes and humor.
McFlufferkin said, fingers crossed that we don't get another Saints Row remake.
Yeah. See, that's the thing that's a little tough. That's yeah. It doesn't bode well for me who loves games and getting satisfied by things like that. And I don't know, dude. I'm a little worried. Because again, the track record is not the best for me, unfortunately. It is a little scuffed, if I'm honest. Where the things I love often are very mangled and like not what I would have wanted. You know what I mean? Like my worry for Fable is that basically they take it's almost the same worry that I think of people who are really frustrated with Dragon Age are kind of having, but it's, to me, unlike, I don't know many things that were like Fable. Again, this might just be my like fanboy talking a little bit, but I don't know many things that were like Fable. So the fact that if they reduce it to this is what my biggest fear is, if they reduce it to basically being just like an action game, and they forget really about like the importance of morality, they forget about like the fact that your character evolves and adapts as your Fable continues. Like that's the whole point, is that you start off as like a nobody and then you turn into a weird freak at the end, which is unique to you. If they throw all that away, I'm gonna be crushed, because it's just like there's no game. Like at that point, I think we're fully living in the age of like everything. Art is dead, basically. Like art is dead. Everyone wants to just make like the same shit that's the least problematic as possible, and it's just, oh man, I don't know. It would break my heart if that was the case. If they just made it like an action game. But hopefully, there's still choices and morality, and it's RPG ifikai. I will also say it has been in development for a long fucking time, so it should not be something to scoff at the pure size and scope of it all. But I worry, dude, that 80% of that was done to make the game look prettier, and that's not what Fable was about. It wasn't about making the game look pretty. It was about giving options and reasons for you to do things, i.e. your body evolving and shit. But I'm getting too much on my high horse at this point. Let's continue with the game. Over here we go. Can I just... Sure, go there. Fluff says, glad to hear about both Avowed and Fable reboot has you excited. Yeah, to me, I like these types of games, so I'm biased. I'm biased in the sense that I like it's been a while since I've gotten into an RPG, and I love RPGs. It's my favorite game style of all time. I know Witcher's out, and we have too many things. Oh, by the way, holy shit! Did you guys see that? What's that game called? Oh, it's like the Russian Fallout-y kind of RPG. Stalker 2, there we go. Stalker 2's out? That snuck up on me, man. Apparently everyone's saying that like it's not a bad idea.
Beautiful beings are beautiful.
It's not a bad idea to wait a little bit before you can get it, essentially, because it's a little bit undercooked. But yeah, Stalker 2. And I'm like, oh fuck, dude, we could have made a whole week of playing Stalker 2. But I don't regret our week thus far. But it is something that I might jump into like maybe next month, just something. Yeah, because I would like to play. I think that. I have to look at like what it's going to do. Like, what are the options? Also, what's it? Ooh, pretty. Explore different dreams to help the white cat regain control over whatever that is. Got it. How do I click that? Continue with the quest. Ooh, we also have other people. So we have her, then we have her, and then I bet we have Chang Li, because I think that's the other one. Very cool. Wow, we can get 120,000 dream shards.
Lone Syndicate said, Grin, did you see the videos Im sent you this morning?
I haven't watched them, Lone. I had a busy morning. I woke up early. I had to quickly do voiceover for the video I want to make about Skyrim VR. And then I'm trying to edit that audio, and then I want to try to quickly edit what is it called? The gameplay I have for Skyrim VR. But needless to say, there's a lot of shit that I like need to do before that, so maybe a little while till I get to those videos. But keep asking me about it, so I don't forget to like watch them, because I would like to know. It's just one of those things where I'm like, we're already like, it's Thursday, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get that video out by the end of the week. What I would like to, because I would hate for us to go 2 weeks without an upload on the channel. So yeah, let's jump into there, I guess. Let's do this. The other sweet, wholesome character. Perhaps that's why they made Chang Li horrible as she is, because, you know, it's like trying to balance out the good vibes.
Master Georgia. Have you made any plans for your next painting?
This girl can paint and then like create worlds within those paintings, and then they treat it like, oh, that's not a big deal at all. It's like, what? Are you kidding me? And she's like, I don't really want to do that. I want to do it for my own art. And you're like, this is insane. You're crazy. We're in like an apocalyptic environment. You couldn't make like a nice, chill, like little space for us. Jeez, to be fair, Fable is always better than I. Yeah. Finger crossed that they don't have another Saints Row. I think I'm going to have a vision. vision migraine. Going to step away. Try to fix. Got it. Hopefully feel better. Fluff. Bolty says Stalker 2. Yeah, it has some performance issues. Yeah, what do you call it? What do you call it, Bolty? Have you seen anything for it? Because I'm very tempted to like. It looks like I'm keeping it on my radar. It's been one I was actually wanting to play if it didn't come out right in the middle of our like extravaganza of content.
If you don't paint, you can't earn. You don't want to end up broke, do you?
Okay.
What about painting... what was it called? Winter's Serenade in Bloom?
I want to try something different.
Oh, so what? Your client's preferences are what matter most.
Let's just throat punch this guy. Bah!
Don't worry, Master Zhuzha. I handpicked your clients and know them like the back of my hand. That painting was outstandingly popular. I would know. Trust me, this will be another bestseller.
I need to consider it.
Of course. Take your time, Master Zhuzha. Let me know when you've decided.
Yeah. It's tough.
I need a walk now. Maybe I'll find some new inspiration.
I will say, I mean, I feel I'm pretty on the other side of the camp when it comes to this. As far as like, that's something I think you can lie to yourself as like inspiration and like I don't have any motivation to all that stuff. I feel like honestly, if you were like box yourself and didn't say like, I'm gonna draw something today regardless, you find a way. Your brain like finds a way to be motivated. Like you almost don't have the time to be like, well, whatever. Also, your client's perception of things, like what they want, is also relevant unless you're just making art for you. But if you're selling art in any capacity, I feel like it's relevant to like consider what other people like. Not be so selfish about yourself. But if you're just making it for you, then by all means, fuck these people. You know. Also, is there a chest somehow? Also, I like the like zoomed in camera angle over the shoulder. It's weirdly pleasing. Go. Bodhi says, I haven't heard about it, and many game reviews say something like wait for performance fixes. Yeah.
It's all so beautiful. I have to capture it. Let me find the perfect spot to stop and pee.
What is that under the thing? What is that? Is it a thread? I don't know what that is. Yawning. Dude, why am I so stuffy?
The landscape looks great from this side. It's perfect for planning my painting.
All I'm seeing is bush and cars.
Waters and mountains rest by the pane. Valleys and peaks in the dream remain.
Pretty crazy this is an event.
The composition looks fine, but something's still missing. Maybe I should get closer to see the tiny details of the trees and rocks.
Got it. Paintbrush lady. Boldy says some say it runs well on their system. However, even high-end systems, it doesn't run well. Damn, really? Whew. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I'm more curious about like what gameplay things can you do. You know what I mean? Like, is it fun? Is it is the skill trees varied enough to make you be like, oh fuck, I really feel like I evolved, rather than being like, no, you just kind of get good at like lock picking or something. And you're like, oh, that's not very much gameplay access, you know?
Water lamp, dew veg, pearl leaf, and bitberry. These vibrant plants harmonize exquisitely with the cold stones.
Dude, that hits. That is gorgeous. They're having like some bloom or something, some focus. Damn. That's pretty. Hello, cat thing. What? Oh, here we go. We're trying to throw down.
Didn't expect to see tacit discords like that here.
I forgot how to play this character.
They do complete the scene I had in mind.
I think I'm okay. Are we doing good? I don't remember.
Ink drops.
Pow! 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 It's okay damage. It's weird. It's very weird that they're giving us like support characters to fight with, you know? That is really odd. Yeah, you know, it doesn't feel great. And if it did feel great, then it would just be shitty if they like upgraded their damage. So then you're kind of like, well, I'm just kind of hanging out then, I guess. Like I'm not gonna be able to experience this in the normal game. So What if I liked it and I'm not going to be able to enjoy it? It's weird. It's weird. Okay. My biggest hope is
the details of the stones and trees. I got it.
Is there any news on a creation kit, Bolty? Some sort of like modders. Bolty says my biggest hope is that the modders take the modding scene cooks, basically what Bolty said, and I agree. But I'm also, is there any sort of like thing that they have done to like make it so that modders have an easier time with all that?
I can show this draft to my manager.
You know, guys, I talked about my nose being a little off, you know, like my sinuses are all blocked up now, I might be getting a little sickly. It also might be that I have a fan blowing on me and it might be like throwing dust in my lungs.
Master
But,
Judge.
But what I'm saying is maybe them chips, them spicy ghost pepper chips might clear my sinuses up. Hard cut to me just, God, no. I'm not a master, please call me, yeah.
Okay, Master Judge. About the painting I mentioned last time?
Here's the draft.
Ah, very well. Let's see. What? What's this?
I had new inspiration.
Zhuzh, you're a true master. Would a master present a client with a half-finished piece? Your last painting sold for the highest price at auction. Give the people what they want. That's what I always say.
I always hate when people give the worst argument for, like, the other side possible. That's what this feels like. It feels like an artist was like, in this one guy, instead of a dude being like, hey, like, a better example of this would be like, no art guy does this. No guy is, like, selling, like, oh my god, something's going really well, something's selling really well. And then they're like, you need to do this other thing that I want for no reason. Like, the guy would be out of business immediately. It makes way more sense if you were not selling any painting, for the guy to be like, hey, these are the things that people like beforehand. It makes sense that you maybe want to focus on that just because this is a career. But instead he's like, if only you did what I wanted. And then an artist wouldn't just leave. Crazy nonsense.
You just need to paint it again, and I'll make sure it sells well.
Paint it again?
With all due respect, Master Zhuzh, not everyone will buy whatever you paint. Now, I've worked so hard to find a few clients who love your style. How can I sell your paintings if you can't cater to their needs? Please, just focus on creating tonight. I won't disturb you. I'll come and pick it up tomorrow.
Tell him to go fuck himself. Like, what?
No more indulging your every creative whim. All I'm asking for is another winter's serenade in bloom.
It's a little played out.
I have to make another copy.
Also, we already did this. Like, we already had a whole quest line where we basically stuck it to the man about art. So the fact that she's still, like, in purgatory hell about, like, I gotta do what everyone tells me to do. Oh, God. I guess she wasn't, like, fully out of it, but she did seem like she made massive progress. Maybe this ends with her standing up for herself. Paint. That's a lot of sheets. Recreating the painting and stacks. Oh, so she just keeps drawing? Paint more! Is she failing to paint, or is she painting the same things? Like hundreds of them. Perhaps I'm nothing more than a tool to copy painting.
Can I really call myself an artist then? In their eyes, am I only capable of copying my old work?
This is an interesting concept, at least, where it's like, hey, some people get stuck into, like, the rut of their past success, and they feel like they're trapped by it. I don't know if we're getting the insight of that, if I'm honest, but hey.
Judge.
It's your boy, Rover, by the way. What's good?
Upon us.
We're doing things. Oh, God. Oh, God, help me.
Witness the art's true form.
Do we do the cool damage mode or no? I can't switch.
What do you really want to paint?
I
see. Do you remember when you painted the first winter serenade in bloom?
Yes. I saw flowers blooming in the middle of winter, and birds were circling around.
You worked really hard on it.
Okay, well, I'm fucking shit up right now.
And that hard work should be noticed.
We are fucking shit up, man. Am I supposed to do that special death move? This!
Art unveiled!
McFluffican said the template, your character here, artist, dilemma.
Yeah. It is, well, to me it's the artist dilemma, but I feel like it's not a very good thing that artists need to hear. Like, sorry, there's an element of artists where it's like, yes, you need to follow your art, but I also think there's an element of like, most artists need to hear is it's okay to not like have moments of insight. It's okay to not like feel a little lost sometimes. To not
Believe
yeah.
in your judgment.
But I don't think the right answer is like only create for yourself, and then you're just like, it's just not logical. It doesn't make any sense.
Myself.
You should like, it's a part of it is creating for yourself. Don't get me wrong. That's a big element of being creative is like making sure you don't lose the passion for creation. But the notion of like, hey, what do you call it? Like the only thing that matters is your creativeness, and it's like it doesn't, man. You're making stuff for other people. They're relevant. They're really relevant, actually.
Sense your weakness. The end has come.
Oh, we can activate the special
Waters and mountains
power
rest
thing.
by the pain.
Pierce the
There it is.
shifting mist.
Valleys and peaks.
Bangarang. Oh, we have a cooldowns. There we go. I wasn't activating
Colors
that.
of vanity
Lone
washed
Syndicate said, I
away.
feel like that sometimes
The
lost on what
painted
to
world
draw.
fades.
Yeah, what do you call it? But I think
Forgotten
that's
today.
acceptable. Like I think there's an element of like, what do you call it? You need to focus on making something for yourself, and there's also an element that you need to focus on something, making something for another. And I feel like artists oftentimes, I don't know, I hear it all the time, man. It always bothers me a little bit. But it's the notion of like person in Hollywood being like, this director is so hard to work with,
the
or
one from
this
Winter
this
Serenade
actor
in
is like,
Bloom.
they don't understand my creative freedom. And I'm always just like, man, you need to understand both people, like the artist, the heart of the artist, and everything else.
Don't be so stubborn, Judger. A painting that doesn't sell well is meaningless.
Water and clouds flee. I'm the
How?
artist, not just the brush. It's the soul I put into my paintings that makes people appreciate
Is it
them.
why that's popping off so much? It might be. One of my attacks is just devouring that thing. I don't know what it is. I hope we unlock this thing permanently. I'm not sure if that's available yet. Maybe in the next half of patch 2. Cool. And I just dip out. I'm like, hey, I helped you in your dreams. Cool. And I'm out. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm trying to describe myself properly with this. I love the idea that like they're speaking to this idea that this struggle of art and not knowing what to draw sometimes, not knowing what to create, or not knowing how to satisfy this part of you that you don't even really understand which is like creative in nature. Like what the hell is that? But I don't like the message that is like only create art for you. Like, don't get me wrong, that's a good idea, but it's like 40% or 60% of the answer. Like 40% is the thing that like makes everything make sense, and it makes you be better. It makes you be like, okay, what is like a baseline of quality that I want for me as well as for others? And all those messages I think are equally as important, whereas I feel like this is only focusing on the trials and tribulations of the heart of an artist, and I get that, but I just don't feel like I feel like it's a toxic message, because that 40% will leave you fucking crippled if you don't understand the importance of others' perception and the development of your skill. But yeah, but this is just our sweet painter girl going through it because people are cruel. But I am happy that Rover is like, I'm here ready to rip, all right? Also, I wonder if this is like patch part 2 is going to launch. But ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. All right, so those guys.
Don't run.
Damn it! I hit the button when I left it on my thigh. Anyways, she's out here whiling. But I got these.
Balti said, by the way, I finished in the max level newbie and it was a masterpiece.
Oh, I don't miss, Balti. I don't miss. It's so good. I loved it too. That's why I knew you'd like it. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good, Balti. Anyways, what do you call it? It's a manga that I suggested, Balti. It's very good. But these are.
Catman 11,234 said her saying, "Keep the dance going. When you pulled out the chips means you can't stop eating them."
I'm start with one. So basically, my lovely mother knows I like spicy chips. She out here
Lone
crazy.
Syndicate said I've done the same grin, hit the alt button while it's resting on the thigh.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's the fucking the controller nonsense. Anyways. Yes, so my mother being sweet as hell, she knows I like spicy chips. She got these ones when she was at the health food store, and these motherfuckers say ghost pepper, which I know is like one of the hottest peppers ever. So I'm gonna have one chip, and we're gonna see how it plays. I don't imagine it's probably hot. Sorry, it's probably hot. I just don't know if it's gonna be like cripple you basically like a ghost pepper would. Oh, so it's fucking hard to open. Golly. Open it fully, and then. Your man's pride rests on this. Okay, it's fine. Okay, we're good. I got it open. It just smells like Miss Vicky chips. All right, we're gonna look for.
How do you like this?
Okay, we have a single curl chip. It tastes just like barbecue. Ooh, but it's a little hot. It's just like tastes like barbecue chips a little bit, but it's a little hot. It's kind of like burning a little bit where I put it in my mouth. It's like staying there, like a little acid, but it's fine.
Balti said, but I always get disappointed with these chips.
You always get disappointed with the chips? Really? I feel like they don't give you a lot of it. It's definitely not a lot of chips in there. It's definitely like wherever it touched, it's remaining warm, but it's not building. You know? Also, you start getting your head about it. Like, oh my god, do I gotta cough a little bit? No. Finally, you wake up. You can talk again.
Dreams cleansed.
I'm gonna hit the other one.
Power restored. I can talk now.
Cool, my man.
Somnois is growing faster. If this keeps up, Solaris will be in danger.
I will point out, it is not like getting more hot, but it is staying at its like normal hot temperature, which is surprising. Usually you eat like spicy chips and it's like hot and then it dies. This one is like hot and then it's like slowly going down, but very slowly.
Walk through more gateways. Save people from dreams.
Got it, buddy. When do I unlock the like mega transformation?
Drains my energy.
Sleep.
Need to rest now.
Leave it to me. Sleep already. Sleepy already? Not again. Always stroke white cat.
Lone Syndicate said, "Grin, just to let you know I got 911 on speed dial."
I start frothing at the mouth. Dude, I already had little pricklies in my stomach because I had soup.
From the looks of it, I'm probably the only one who can enter the Somnoir as I please. Besides that cat, the only other people here are the ones trapped in their dreams.
Only, I had a soup and like a warmed up Costco pizza because it was left, and that shit started to make my stomach feel a little prickly. So now I'm like, oh no, we're now eating spicy chips. It actually is very good. It's not getting hotter. It definitely has like a higher hot threshold, like where it stays hot for longer, and without it just dropping.
I will be the one to help them escape.
The flavor was very mid. It was just like a spicy type of like barbecue type feeling. But was just like a lingering of like, oh, yeah, that's acidic. that's pepper, whatever it's called. But it's like I don't forget what it's called, but it's like the thing that is the residue of peppers. I don't know if it's like acid or something like that, but that's like the thing that your body determines as being hot. But let's actually like shift around to see what this is all about. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Ooh, it's Encore who's next. Okay, so we got one mission with Encore. Are we supposed to do challenges? Like, I'm not sure about that whole thing. We haven't made a dent in this thing.
Fetus said capsaicin.
That's what it is. Yeah. That's the word. This. Ooh, we unlocked a challenge. Is it for Rover or for all of it? I don't know. We'll find out later. We also have, so they're giving us a limited banner a melee weapon, essentially. Shame that it's not a two-handed, because it would make sense for what's her name, but yes. I guess it makes more sense that it's for Camilla.
Lone Syndicate said Encore quest stream when?
That's a good question. We do have it available. We could do that.
Bolty said if you are not going to taste any spice rig now, you for sure gonna do that later, LMAO.
What? Yo, am I gonna shit out spice? Am I gonna, my asshole's gonna be wrecked? Horrible sentence also. But I want to eat a couple, like a lot, just to make sure I'm not being a bitch about it. Oh, so is my eating. The damn dust. Started flying back in the back of my throat. But they're not very tasty. If I'm honest, the flavor is not there, but I like the texture. I'm a big texture person, so I like to share eat the shit out of those. Fucking dust is hitting the back of my throat. It's not that hot. It's just that it's getting to me. Shit cleared up my sinuses immediately. I can breathe in my nose. Anyways, let's continue with the Encore quest. Bang that out and call it good. Encore! She's actually DPS, so she should be able to slap. And I actually play a shit ton of Encore, so I should remember her sequence.
Lone Syndicate said, look, the red aura coming from that blade must contain demonic power.
Ooh, yeah, it looks like a candy cane.
Her name was Encore.
This is so cute.
One day, she met her good friend Cloudy.
Oh, these were all the doors that we seen when we were like in that one realm. This was the Halloween area that I thought looked like Halloween, but it's really just her imagination. Oh, the back of my throat's so fucking hot.
Come on, Cloudy.
Ah.
Cloudy said she was a princess from a wonderful play.
Guys, I'm freaking out.
Everyone loved her performance. Bah! But then, out of nowhere, a big bad demon appeared. The big bad demon sent its minions to attack
Lady
the
Dimitrescu.
magical kingdom. Everyone hid at home, and the
Lone
stage
Syndicate
was
said, also
empty
Grin,
and
how could you bench
quiet.
Encore? You haven't used her in so long.
Encore
Then,
benched me.
Warrior Encore stood
Look at
up
this.
and said she would
Look at this
fight
fucking
the big
disgusting
bad
12
demon.
damage.
To bring the crowd back,
Might as well be 12
Cloudy,
damage.
the great performer, also joined Encore's team.
Encore died because of this. This is the problem with Encore. It's that one move.
Tack, you're it. Willie,
Yeah,
run away.
it's just that like charge move is the only thing that Encore's kit like really lost me. Everything else is pretty good, like it's fine, but that charge attack is just so meh. That it did not connect with me.
Leave me
And the damage is like 10. It's like nothing.
But not
yes.
everyone in the magical kingdom was very nice. One day, Warrior Encore met Cosmos.
Why can't I zoom in anymore? Why is it zoomed out so far? Look at this. Ooh. Very whimsical. Hello, evil one. Cosmo.
There you go, Cosmos.
Perhaps that's profiling. I apologize.
I used to live in the magical kingdom, but I went on a big adventure far away. When I came back, no one knew me, and they wouldn't play with me.
So I killed them, what?
Huh. If you're not Cosmos's friend, I'll just go join the big bad demon and cause trouble.
Let's play, Cosmo.
Really?
I'll be your friend.
That's so nice of you.
Oh. Dude, I don't know what it is, but I keep getting these damn YouTube shorts, which are edgy as hell, but it's basically like a... Just this, it must be like a trend, but it's basically like when there's a moment in a show where like a villain isn't actually a villain, you know, like where like he's sticking up he's about to blow up a train or something like that. And there's a kid on it, and then he like lets the kid off the goddamn train and then goes, you know. Like he's not trying to. Villains have standards is the iconic line, which I think is what this whole thing is.
Sad little adventurer Cosmos was so moved by these words. This special friendship made him join Encore's team.
Here we go.
With his brave heart, Cosmos decided to fight the big bad demon and save the magical kingdom
Volty
with
said
Encore.
Encore's VA sounds different.
Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's also a part of it is I think we all remembered Wuthering Waves. The VAs were kind of like a little off, like not the best. And I wouldn't be surprised if as time went on they kind of honed their character a little bit more. Probably after having feedback from everyone. So yeah. But maybe you're right. Maybe it is a bog standard new person. Who knows?
Woolly sense is tingling. Warrior Encore and her friends marched to find the big bad demon. The sly demon sent its monster squad to try to stop them, but they were not afraid. Ha!
How?
Princess Cloudy and Adventurer Cosmos used all their skills to support Warrior Encore. In the end, Encore's super team took care of the monsters. But the Woolies got hurt.
Oh no! There are teddy bears that are not sentient at all and probably are empowered by our powers and probably can come back to life fairly easily, but yeah, the trauma of my mind maybe keeps them alive and makes me think they're real. I don't know. I'm sure it's a traumatic story. But anyways. What character in this game doesn't have split personality disorder? Am I right? What's going on?
To help them feel better, Warrior Encore climbed all the hills and swam all the rivers. She walked a long way and finally found the magic gold. She picked it up carefully and ta-da! She made medicine that healed the Woolies.
She's adorable. So this is just their dreams,
the
basically.
super team marched on their way to fight the big bad demon.
Got it. So we're in the dreams of our characters, beloved characters.
The big bad demon sent more monsters to stop Encore, but every one of them was defeated by her super team.
I mean,
Their
honestly,
amazing feats made lots of people in the magical kingdom excited. More and more people wanted to join Encore's team. After careful picking by Warrior Encore, they chose the Candlestick Fairy, who breathes fire. Encore also picked Grayear the Rabbit, who can slice bread into 100 pieces.
Lone Syndicate said Calcaro doesn't grin, although I'm pretty sure Kuro forgot about him, considering he hasn't been in the story at all, and Dude got power crept by the Cube Guy.
no kidding. No kidding.
With more friends
There's definitely an Alice in
joining,
Wonderland
Encore's
homage.
team got bigger and stronger, becoming their super duper awesome team.
Cute. Definitely weird. Definitely a little odd.
Arif Sheikh said how to join Discord.
What do you mean how to join Discord, Offrey? Yeah, it's just there. It's just that usually it's in the description of our channel. You just pop in there. But yeah.
At last, it was time to fight the big bad demon.
Ooh, what are all
Grayear
those?
the Rabbit made yummy bread for everyone so they wouldn't fight on empty stomachs.
Why don't they have heads?
Cloudy put on a show about a brave princess the night before to cheer everyone up.
Okay, why don't they have heads? What is that? The cat says, "Chow time, and I gotta eat dinner. Have a good day, Grit. I might come back later. Hopefully we can see you again, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your day." But Encore seems weirdly enough the most stable, opposed to all these other people's insecurities. She's just vibing with her imagination. Not bad at all. Oh, no, I missed something apparently? I just get to enjoy the show? Cool. I feel like this is our surrogate daughter, but okay.
On the big battle day, Adventurer Cosmos led the super duper awesome team to dodge traps and face the big bad demon.
Got it.
They battled it out.
It's like if Lady Demetraz, got real big.
Grandpa
the
Cole
wrong
and the
kind of big
Candlestick
way, you know what I
Fairy
mean?
made
I don't know what it is about that hat, but I just think of my
Grayear
character.
the
Shake
Rabbit
said please check
held
Discord
Uncle
Wuthering
Broom and
Waves.
rolled the stool
Why?
spirit to charge
What's happening?
the big bad demon. Everyone fought bravely.
I can't pause because we're in the middle of this quest thing. But what is it?
Willie, you're in for it now.
I'm curious with it. Is it new
Finally,
characters, possibly?
Warrior Encore and the Woolies teamed up for the final blow.
Ah! Yeah.
Oopsie daisy. They defeated the big bad demon.
So pretty.
Encore's team stopped his evil plan and brought peace back to the magical kingdom.
Lone Syndicate said, which is a shame too because Calcharo is probably one of the coolest male
Yeah.
characters I've seen IA Gotcha game. He was this mercenary kinda edgy.
Yeah, with like, you can also like transform into like a brutal berserker.
Well, you beat me today, but there'll always be more demons in this kingdom. Someone's gotta be the big bad demon.
But why did you have to pick this path?
Well, before I was big and bad, nobody paid any attention to me. Now they all fear me.
But
You could be a hero like me.
Me? No, I can't. I don't have your bravery. And more importantly, I don't have any friends.
Oh!
It's okay.
It's okay.
Being a hero isn't
We're
just
good.
that Uncle Broom keeps the castle spot.
It'll be good.
Reef Shake said nothing much, I just flexed a little there.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll check it out in a
Just
minute.
do your best at everything and have fun.
Got it. She's
Don't
like,
worry.
the power of friendship
You can do it.
will save all. Tell that to a village of these monsters coming to eat your whole family. I'm sure they just want some friends. It's not a disturbed child who's trying to cope with whatever pain happened to her. It's fine. It's okay.
Okay. The magical kingdom is now called the Warrior's Kingdom. Yes, with a happy ever after ending.
Cute.
Hooray! I'll tell a new story next time.
I'll look forward to it. I'm gonna say we didn't get synergized. We didn't do our like merge thing, which I thought was the whole point of this whole thing. But look at this. Ha, pretty. And boom. Can we pause? Oh, the cat finally stopped sleeping. Got a bump in my chest.
Didn't I just leave the Somnoir? Why am I still here? Encore's not here. Did she leave already? Let me see if I can find another
I
gateway.
think that was the Painter Girl's realm. I think that's... I don't know what that is, actually. I think that was the first realm that we went to. This is Encore's dream realm. Then we have that, which we haven't been to yet, nor that one or that one.
Lone Syndicate said dude got 3 Camellia in 1 multi-GRINN permission to strike him down with Mjolnir.
No,
The gatekeeper.
no. That's wild.
Who's the one beside him?
I mean, I wasn't too far off, but that is pretty wild, man.
Excuse me, sir. Is this all real? Are you the god of this realm?
How did you get in?
Oh, yeah, him.
I don't know. I was supposed to be at my grandma's funeral. I was watching over her and lost track of time. The next moment, I was here. Maybe I fell
I
asleep?
definitely feel like we're doing dream things, dreamland things.
A part of your consciousness entered Somnoir when you fell asleep.
The moon is an
Somnoir?
eye slit of a cat.
What's that? Some kind of sonoro?
No, but you can think of it that way.
Well, just now, I met a girl around my age. She had the same name as Grandma. She lived in the same town, had a group of friends, and liked to catch dragonflies in the mountains.
Still sounds like Encore's VA.
The only difference is, the temple that should be demolished by monsters was still there, east of the town. Grandma used to say that people
Lone
would pay
Syndicate
tribute
said,
to their
meanwhile, I
ancestors
lost
in
the
that temple
50-50 to
every
Verena
year.
and had to go to
The
Pity again
ceremony
and
would
still
be
haven't
as
gotten a
grand
weapon.
as the moon chasing festival. As much as she loved that town, she never stopped wanting to explore the world outside it. I heard the Sonorosphere can keep memories of people or even a place's history. Is that true? What I saw just now, is it real? Is that girl my grandma?
My apologies, but I cannot answer that.
Can I come here again?
No.
What happens when I wake up? Will this place and my memory of it disappear?
Everything you saw here will be erased, except your memory.
Dude is jacked.
That I have no control over.
You can see his abs through his clothes.
That's a relief. Thank you, kind sir. That's given me some hope. In my memories, Grandma always took care of everyone in the family. She raised her children and they left home, then her grandchildren, repeating this cycle her entire life in that old house. I always wanted to travel, but I couldn't bear to leave Grandma alone.
Oh.
This dream showed me a different side of her. She was once a young girl with dreams just like me.
Oh, so yeah, okay, so yes, this is the daughter. Weird to think about, but Encore, our precious child, has does such stuff and has children. I don't know if that feels like a whole weird thing.
She dreamed of traveling, meeting new people, and starting a family. Now I feel grateful to be part of such a family, and even more grateful to have this side of Grandma live on in my memories. I used to think she was old and lonely, but she really glowed with her hopes and dreams.
It could not be Encore.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for showing me this.
So is this a future person? A future descendant, I guess? This is a whole trippy mess. I won't say mess, it's just...
That happened in the past. I was looking at their illusions. The gatekeeper showed this to me. What is he trying to tell me?
Happened in the past.
Please leave the Somme Noir. Data from the last phase will be deleted. Repeat. Data from the last phase will be deleted.
This is very Pseudo 51 vibe as well. Should probably point that out.
It's about to collapse. Better leave now.
Come on! Let's get it moving. And boom! Boom. Should we like teleport through that maybe? No, our running is faster than all that shit. Go! Bang. Bang, bang. Alright, let me see. I thought we were done. It's not done yet? God damn. Hello, evil monster guy. Are you like the Sandman?
It has been some time, hasn't it?
It has, so it was you who did this.
I already told you the first time we met. Somme Noir is unstable.
You didn't say that's because of you.
It isn't. It's due to Somme Noir's innate design.
Huh.
Tell me, what do you think Somme Noir was created
to
for?
store dreams to fight against the lament?
Exactly.
Oh, cool.
Dreamwalker. Such a large and complex creation is necessary to save a world torn apart by the lament. The dreams it stores contain countless possibilities. Millions upon millions of dreams converge in Somme Noir. It may not be the most efficient or practical strategy, but even as a mere spark of hope...
Who saw whatever you just said?
They are closely connected to you. But that's not important right now.
It'd be cool if I made it. Ah.
One day, you'll find out who they are.
It's me, maybe. I don't know.
Compared to you, who is of immense significance to them.
Who them?
I am just a tool they created to get rid of useless data.
What useless data?
Every day, people dream that Somme Noir's capacity is finite.
Oh.
Dreams that don't aid in defeating the lament are deemed worthless.
Ooh, is that why all three of those characters, those weren't dreams that he affected or like he intervened in and said like go away? So anything that requires you like killing shit or helping the ending, they're like, okay, we'll foster this dream.
My duty is to erase them, like a heartless executioner. By this reasoning, the two dreams you just witnessed should also be erased.
Oh, okay.
They offer no solution to save our world. What do you think? Are they useless?
They mean a lot to the ones who dreamed them. Regardless, every dream has its own meaning. I'd say it means a lot to whoever dreams them.
Indeed. Those dreams are truly precious.
Oh, yeah.
They deserve to be remembered.
How do we make more data? What do you want to do?
Somme Noir has tens of millions of gateways that lead to numerous realms. But it's still too small compared to Solaris. I need more space to store these precious dreams and memories.
Hell yeah. That's why you're exploring this to break into reality itself. Are you planning to expand? Yeah.
Those gateways that appeared by the winding Iax's mire. It's all because of you.
Yes. Those places will become part of Somme Noir, to merge with the other dreams.
Interesting.
Just think of it. They will be forever saved and remembered.
Little unhinged, but yeah.
Not every dream holds the key to saving the world.
Pretty good villain.
Most are personal, trivial, even selfish.
He's like an AI that's trying to do his best, but also causing some damage, but yeah.
But still, they should not be erased.
They won't be. We'll remember them in our hearts of hearts.
People may eventually forget them, but Somme Noir won't. You saw that girl, and how deeply she felt about her dream. It holds significance.
That doesn't justify what you're doing.
Tell me, have you ever erased another's dreams? Their memories?
Well, don't you dream every night, so you just be like making a fuck ton of dreams, no?
Please leave the Sang Noir. Data from the last phase will be deleted. Repeat. Data from the last phase will be deleted.
For millennia. I've been doing this tirelessly. Those dreams and I are no different in nature. Yet I've done nothing but extinguish them. I don't expect you to understand me. We're not in the same position.
We're not the same.
Just know that even the great rover cannot stop me now.
You had me in the first half, buddy, and then you lost me when you started
This realm is
fronting on
about
me.
to collapse. I need to wrap this up quickly and get out of here.
Go! I wonder what would happen if we fought them. I don't know if we had enough time to kill them all. Who knows? Kind of seems like they're trying to get you to put pedal on the metal. But let's see. Are we finally done? Yes, okay. I can finally pause and look at the thing. It's just going to be an ass beating. It's just going to be a 3-pull of nothing but what's her name? Which honestly, shout out. That's awesome. Sorry. Man, y'all really kicked my ass. Pause. All right, let's see. Let's see what it be. Discord. Wrong one, dis. How are you? Withering waves. No, I didn't want to do that. There we go. Withering waves. Where is it? Ugh. Also, what? Ray got 2 as well? Well, I was going for C2 of Camilla, but you got C3? Ray, that's insanity, man. Nice. Yeah, you got the fucking... Everyone got fully locked and loaded Camilla. That's insane. Thumbs up to that, man. That's insane, Raid. Oh, sorry, I should show. What's happening? Look at this shit. Damn, man. And then we got this, which is just peak insanity. Bang, bang, bang. Still wild. This is all you need. This is like the 3 constellations are huge. Everything else is it's fine. What's all this? Oh yeah, you showing that you did just like you had no pity, like you had no get. You were just boom. Did you get the
Lone
weapon?
Syndicate said, except for me, Grin, I'm out here struggling.
Lone's out here struggling. Lone's out here struggling. Words are hard. Lone, buddy, I don't know what to tell you. It was you've been drawing the short end of this thing as of late. Actually, I thought you got something. No, I don't know. I think the storekeeper you got relatively soon. I think, but you might have had pity. You might have like failed beforehand and then got her on the pity hand of it. But I don't know. I'm sorry, Lone. I stole your luck. Don't do that. Don't put that out in the world. Don't put like stolen luck stuff. Encore. What's good? Did we talk to the one lady? I don't think we did.
Hi. Are you ready for Encore's new story?
Worry, Encore. What's the story this time?
It goes like this.
My eyes are freaking out.
A long,
Lone
long
Syndicate
time
said
ago,
Nope went to
there
pity
was a
for
cloud
Shorekeeper, won the
kingdom
50-50
where the
though.
amazing warrior Encore lived. Then she met you, Traveler Cosmos, Prince Cloudy, and many more new friends.
Cool.
Together, they defeated the Dark Cloud Demon.
Great story, Encore style.
Oh, it's good, right? Stories about adventuring with friends are my favorite. I'll tell you a new story next time. Don't you worry about...
God, Encore. I didn't think I talked to this lady.
I was just dreaming. In that dream, I tried my best to paint something new, but no one seemed to like it. Instead, they just wanted more copies of my old stuff, treating me like some
That was a
money machine.
nightmare, not a dream.
But you told me to trust myself.
They are using you.
Thank you for supporting me.
I guess if we look at the holistic, the whole like the story of it, it's literally just trying to tell you like, hey, this person that you know is being taken advantage of by people who just want her to like make copies of paintings all day. That's the service level stuff. I just think it's a story. I think should be like it's fun because you try to defend the like the other side as well. You know. No problem, Master. This you'd better be. I believe in you.
I'll keep practicing.
I'll beat you to death with support and kindness. Or something. I don't know. Whatever. Done. Done. Are you powered up now, Cat?
It's you. That person. He's awake.
Yeah, I met him.
Black Cat. He's formidable. My power. Limited again.
I'll stop him. Where's my pets? Stroke Cat. There it is. Stop talking. Go to sleep. Let me pet you.
The cat's weaker
like my
than
whole
last
size.
time. What's worse, the gatekeeper said the expansion is accelerating.
Oh.
I have to stop it before it's too late.
It's expanding so much. Oh, what am I gonna do? I will say I do want to. I'm not sure. Have we unlocked the like cool power to charge up ourselves, or is that not available yet? Or did they juke us out to where we actually don't have that?
A fun game.
But I did want to go to events. I did want to do this: the Depth of Elusive Realm. Oh, we can. Oh, hell yeah. Redeem Astrid here. Whew, we can redeem some Astrid there. We also get more things as time goes on. Oh, what is this? Projector formless frame. Oh, is this like oh, this is cool. This is skins, right? I forgot they added weapon skins. So yeah, there's like weapon skins that are basically like hollow. So like they're invisible weapon skins. So if you just wanted to see like the particle effects and not see a weapon fly around, then you could. I don't know why you'd want that necessarily, but hey. But let us actually do a little bit of Depth of Elusive Realm. Although I'm enjoying the story, but I think we kind of got up to some part of the story. But Depth of Elusive Realm is usually like bang, 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 like a lot of shit to bang out and do. So I kind of want to do that. We don't have any money, so we just got to start from scratch. But please tell me. Please tell me. Oh, first of all, holy shit. Brother, it goes to 100. Doesn't give you any good rewards, though, necessarily. So it's not exactly worth it. But still. Shit.
Lone Syndicate said also GRINN, it's okay, my luck is just recharge. Hopefully when the limited Nikkei's drops for Christmas, my luck is there, because I heard from a birdie that my #1 favorite Nikkei is getting an alt.
I hope so, buddy. I hope you are correct. But yes. Yes, we will choose our Camilla to see how she fares in the new and improved thing. Elusive Realm. My nose is leaking. Oh god. Disgusting. The spicy chips have failed me. Hello. The White Cat. The Dreamwalker. I didn't expect to see you again so soon. I like you better as the White Cat. I don't know. Yeah, that. Well, what I said before, there are still many things to handle within the gate. Since I last stopped expanding the red. Got it. Got it, buddy. I just want my monstrous gameplay. This is finally where we'll be able to unleash Camilla to the full extent that we desire, without having to hold back, which is going to be pretty fun. Where's the Ebony Gatekeeper? I'm still searching for him. He may still be in the deepest slumber, recovering his strength. Dreamwalker, keep exploring and restoring the summer. Got it. Pet the White Cat. Meow. Hey, I'm not a cat anymore. This will help you on your journey. Use it wisely. He enjoyed it. He enjoyed it, okay? Here we go. What does she get? Why is it so tiny? There's so much real estate here. And you have to give us this tiny little sentence slit. I hate it. Stop giving me less. All right. Basic attack. It says grant clean, restore 10 crimson pustules per second. Unstoppable. Blaze white on longer, consumes stamina. Okay. Blazing Walt. What is that again? I forget what that is. Blazing, basic attack, stage 4. Waltz, stage 3. Blazing Waltz now reduces more enemies' vibration strength. Holding the normal attack button can extend the duration. Okay, that's kind of cool. Or a skill, like a buff to her one skill, which generates more stuff. Yeah, we're going to go with the first one, Bubba. First one. Boom. There we go. So our normal attack is now enhanced. Ooh, there she is. Oh, she's not voiced. Lumi. Lumi's the logistical team's good old captain. Can I have you on my actual team, please? You remember what happened before, right? Of course, we teamed up and took down the big cat, right? Yeah, we did. Don't you know dreams can pick up where they left off? Must be thanks to the ivory gatekeeper, huh? He helped a lot, didn't he? Yeah. Anyways, now that we're back, let's shake things up. No regrets when we wake up. Okay, I wait. The quiet lady may have here. She asks me to deliver this package to you. A package? Another satisfied customer. Okay, what do you got for me? Ooh, these things. Ooh, let us always go with this one. Because, yes, it's always nice to have more tankiness, especially as a character like this who's pretty squishy. Gotcha. Please tell me Lumi is here as, like, a thing we can use. Also, I wonder if they put her in as, like, a test pilot in here. I'm curious if anyone has, like, grinded through the depth of Elusive Realm. Is Lumi a playable character here? Because that would actually be pretty nice to have some more playtime with her. Because I bet her build... Dude, I can't even imagine how OP Lumi is going to be in the fucking realm here. If they give her, like, more damage on her like, gunner attack. Crazy. And she also could be, like, far away. Yeah, that's going to be wild. Obtain 20 fragments. No... Reduce base defense by that, but obtain more fragments. Does that permanent for me? Let's do that. Yeah, I don't think that was worth it. I thought it gave you like I thought it gave you more in general, but maybe not.
Of all my prey.
Bang! Humble beginnings until we get ourselves cooking. So this is the same as normal when it comes to those. You gotta break those little balloons. Basic attacks increase your attack speed. Say less. Those ones are always blue, but they're basically like S tier for most characters. We'll always go with Fierce Struggle. Harder so we could possibly go means more rewards. So yes. Everyone's dead. And we just skate around like this. Ooh, attack increase. Say less. And melted.
The lovely smell of all my
this.
Vitality.
Ha!
Sour.
40k? Ooh, we got S tier. I don't know, forgot we have the DMC S tier stuff. It's fighting me. It's really fighting me with this. There we go. But yes, I like the fact that they gave us the DMC kind of like sadistic point stuff. Very cool. And given how fast we attack, I feel like it's not out of the question. That gets a little wild. We have critical rate, which I don't think we need because my character has built-in 70 critical rates. That's pretty good. She's pretty good, probably. Maybe that's what it was. It did 40k but didn't crit. That's ass if that's the case. Ba, 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 ba. Let's do this. We'll do this. If only I could reach a little to the left. I mean, do that. Fuck it, this.
Crimson Blossom.
Bang. S tier again. Drop to the ground.
Clipping.
Hello. When attacks hit a target, you do more damage. Dude. Oh my god, that's going to be so fire. When attacks hit a target, we hit so fast, so we're going to be able to build up those stacks like crazy. And it stacks up to 20 times. So that is hella good. Take me away.
The lovely smell of all entwine.
Ah! Stop hitting me! I forgot we don't get. Yeah, let's do this.
My blossoms.
It's only negatives character has, which is like the wind up stuff is a little tough. Yeah, the wind up stuff is a little rough. Ooh, 60% critical damage. We're cooking, man. This is insane. This is crazy. Also, always don't leave. There's always more here. This little thing right here. Reach that motherfucker right there, man.
Grafted.
Ha!
Suffer.
He died. He died immediately. What was the damage there? Oh, we only got A rank. Oh, I forgot right there. Sorry.
The smell of all my prey.
Shut up. You little freak, little scent freak. Did an intro skill when gaining a shield echo skill cooldown is that all a pretty shit. I wish I could re-roll, but I cannot, so we will instead go for this. Intro skill actually would probably be better there because, yeah, we don't have a shield yet. And although that is probably our priority is to get shield of some kind. Huh! Also, what did Lone say? Why didn't that text a speech on me? Also, Grin, it's okay. Oh, right, my luck. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, you were talking about your luck not being the best, but hopefully Nikita makes up for it. Your Nikita drops. when attacked, gain a shield. That's pretty huge. After Resonator Liberation, Echo skill damage increase. No. When attacking, hit a target, increases your... Yes, that. And defense. Let me tell you, we can hit him many attacks, so we're good when it comes to that. Which character upgrade? What's that mean? What does that mean? Oh, it's legit this. Okay, wow. Okay. Consecutive attacks change Camilla's moveset, which allows her
Lone
to...
Syndicate said my future plans for Wooer will probably halt on spending, and in hope, mold my characters into their final forms, because not gonna like my character aren't build the best.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. Oh, yeah, and yeah, no, I agree, man. It's a big difference when you finally, like, I feel like Camilla is the only character that finally made it click of how the, like, artifact system works. Like, it's not about rolling, like, hitting critical rate 7 times. It's about just hitting the best critical rate pop as fast as humanly possible. So you can easily figure that out or determine that within 3 rolls, usually. So yeah, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You know, if you're basically looking for like a critical damage amp of 20 or near 20 rather than 10, which is not going to be that good in general, you know. But if you get like basic attack, and you hit really high on that hit, then it makes a lot of sense, you know. But yeah, I think it's weirdly one of those games where it actually feels quite different when you do have them. I will say, I wish I could pump my world level up a little bit more. The only one thing I worry about is, like, I'm worried about getting one banged by, like, when you're doing that. But I do find, like, I kill things a little too quickly now, where, like, I wish I want to be able to chain my, like, this ability, and then finally we're acting at our peak, and it's not really happening. Which, again, is a good problem to have, but yeah. When I honestly, even with my Chang Li team, so long as you know how to do this, like, Depth of Elusive Realm right, and you make sure you get all your buffs, and you reroll at the right time, things go really fast as far as, like, you being able to manage even if you don't have the right abilities. I managed to get, like, really unlucky, but I still found I got unlucky sometimes, and I still was able to make it through. But I digress. Yeah, I think it's a good idea for you to, like, focus on, like, optimizing some of the characters, because it does make for more fun. When Camilla hits a target following base attack or skill, she additionally summons vines that deal... Oh, no way. Oh, that's so sick. I think that has to be the thing. So we summoned vines. I bet that's going to be great, like, AoE. So we have to go for that one. Although it's really... All of her, like, special effects are crazy. She gets a brand new attack combo, which looks different. She starts summoning vines as she hits things. And then we have this one. What do you call it? Which is... gives her greater interruption resistance, which is not that's not necessarily her problem. Sorry, she needs shields if anything. Like that's the answer to that. Not necessarily because you still take damage. So like interruption resistance is not bad. In fact, it acts as like a get the fuck out of dodge kind of thing. If she had like lifesteal, that'd be different. Yes. All right, I'm not doing this for you. Meow 3 times, and I'll think about it. Okay, fine. Meow, meow, meow. Hell yeah. Get fucked. Using Resonator Liberation is resets its cooldown and restores 100. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. We probably should buy that, actually. What's all this? When a shield exists, that's always the tough one. Resonator Liberation cooldown is reduced by 50. Also not bad. But this one's probably for the best. Even though her alt's not actually that valuable. I should have probably bought that. For Camilla, her alt's just like an okay damage pop, but it's better to have like this, attack. But what can you do? Mistakes were made, all that. Echo skill, resonator damage, no. Basic attacks reduce, this is used. Basic attacks reduce cooldown of your liberation and your skill. Well, skills come back fast, but my liberation, might as well. There's nothing else here. This. Yeah, we definitely have a really good build for like hit rate happening.
Lovely
Ooh, hello!
Oh my
this, I forgot to activate that, by the way. Like a little chain gun. Also, we can dodge everything.
Lone Syndicate said, I am hyped for Light. I plan on turning him into a DPS inside mainly because DPS Light could actually be due considering how much he buffs fire.
3K. I'm so hyped for Lighter, says Lone. I plan on turning him into a DPS instead. Instead mainly because DPS Light could actually be so, do considerably, how much he buffs fire. Oh, okay. Interesting, Lone. Yeah, I'll have to watch those videos. Hopefully they shine a light on that, because to me, I don't know. Like, that's the only issue with Lighter that I'm looking at, is I'm hoping I hope he's good to build, because I don't have a lot of fire characters built. I do have like 2 copies of Soldier, so theoretically I could have some fire units if I wanted to. But it's something that I'm kind of debating in my head. I'm like, basically, am I going to have to build a whole ass new team for Lighter, or can I get away with like putting him in one of my other teams? You know, if I have Chang Li, yeah, I don't know. What's my current team? Yeah, like if I put him with Caesar, what would like and maybe like you, I made him a DPS rather than than another thing. You know, would that work? I don't know. So it'd be like what's her name? Caesar, Lighter, and then the Rat Girl. Would that work? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Let's continue. Give me my buff. When HP is 100% attack, basic attacks will shatter, do all that stuff after casting Resonator Liberation. Oh. After casting Resonator skill, which is easy, deal damage is increased by 20, and basic attack and movement speed is increased by 20. Dude, we are going to Beyblade like you have never seen before. That is going to be so fucking cool to look at. What happens now? Yes. It sucks that we're getting like this good of rolls on our first encounter in here. It's probably not a great look. This is like a good run for like end game stuff. You really need to finish your sentence. I guess this is also giving us lore. I think that's, don't worry, I can handle whatever comes. Yeah, I feel like it's giving us lore about like what the heck the rest is. Oh wow, we had another one of these? Hot damn. Huh.
Lone Syndicate said, if I can summarize the videos for you, all of them said that Light doesn't really have a place right now because Ellen has better teams and he doesn't feel right with Solid or 11.
Oh. Huh. Is there any hint at what like a fire DPS coming down the pipeline that may like enable him? Huh. Weird. Consecutive attacks change Camilla's moveset, which allows her to basic attack 4, basic attack 3, 3 more frequently. There was one that gave us like interruption resistance, but let's go with this one. Cool. We OP as hell again, but this is where I want to see how much of a Beyblade can we be.
The lovely smell of all my prey.
And then when we activate our alt, or not our alt, our Y. Oh, we're hitting so fast. Look at that. And we can dodge around so quickly. That's awesome. Hello, cat. All right, what do we got? We got when...
Lone Syndicate said they also said Lighter isn't your typical stunner. He works more like a support, and we do have Miyabi coming, so a lot is speculating he'll be paired with her.
That doesn't actually bother me, Lone, because then I could slot him. If he works more as a support and less as a stunner, then I actually don't... That actually is perfect, because I would argue that that's also what Caesar does. So... theoretically, her and Caesar can basically, because I do find that's like stunning is such a useful thing. Like I'm running Ellen, my bow staff girl, and Caesar, and they're easily able to like stun a person in 2 seconds, which stunning cannot be overvalued or undervalued as how good it is, especially now that I have the bow staff girl who makes sure them take more damage as you stun them. But the fact that like you can just switch to someone, like rattle off a couple abilities, and then they're just sitting there taking damage for 10 minutes, like it's just so nice. So I think that might be an interesting way to go about it then. But I wonder what does he buff as far as his support capacity alone? If you could break that down for me, I'd be curious to see. Summoning Conservo Companion increases Resonator skills. When you dodge, this can be triggered once every 5 seconds. When dodging successfully, yeah, that sounds much better than this one, which is yeah, well, when attacked you get one, opposed to preemptively dodging and you get one. And we also got this, nice hugga stuff. I'm not losing anything. No, I'm not. Oh, why can't I open this door, sons of bitches? Damn it. Why is it like a special key somewhere? Well, whatever. Oh, okay. Boxes also give you fragments. That's kind of nice to know. Stop being tangled up and go. Oh, Shorekeeper, what's good? Usually give us a choice. You came here too? I'm surprised that you also dream. Yes, in the few dreams I have, your presence is
Lone
always
Syndicate
there.
said stunning is only meant for attackers. Anomaly DPS don't really need stun, and he buffs ice and fire damage and shreds ice and fire res, and also increase how long an enemy is stunned.
Let me see. Stunning is only meant for attackers. Anomaly DPSs don't really need stun. Why don't they need stun, Lone? I always feel the difference when I have, like, when they're stunned as far as damage amplification, I think. He buffs ice, especially with what's her name, the rat girl, which I think her like anomaly things can crit. I had to buff fire damage. Okay, so he buffs ice and fire damage and shreds ice and fire res, and also increases how long an enemy is stunned. Yeah, see, that sounds really nice. That sounds like the length of that. So, Oh, I see. So he also buffs ice. So I guess he could be slotted into my Ellen team. So yeah, he's better. He's good in that way too, I guess. And he increases the length in which someone's stunned. Yeah, that also makes sense for like the one girl. So yeah, that makes more sense to put her not on my anomaly team, but on my anomaly team, but my Ellen team. Shorekeeper, you have probably noticed that this place looks familiar to the Black Shore. Will the Black Shore be affected in reality? Not at this moment, but the dreamscape is on the brink of collapse. Dreams of black shores are gathered, mingling with those from our other realms. I sense those wish memories, obsessed turning into... Got. What will happen then? Unclear. In the worst case, the dreamscape could collapse upon the impact. I don't worry. I will use my power to stabilize the realm, and I will stay by your side until the end of our journey. God, she's the best. She's the best, guys. All right, let's face this together. Yes, Grin, if you ever lose your way, call my name. Remember, I am always here, right by your side. God, she is so FromSoft. I love it. It's the best. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it was just like a forced door. Got it. Something over there I can grab? It's just a car. I can't activate my thing or else I'll... Yeah.
The lovely smell of all my prey.
Stun! Infinitely stun! Get my stacks up. Just get my stacks up. And then pop.
Crimson.
Pop!
Awesome.
Easy 200,000. Gang. Hot diggity. I'm missing stuff. Oh, I can't switch. I don't have any alts.
Lone Syndicate said, well, I guess the best way to put it is that anomaly DPS are not as reliant on an enemy being stunned because they already do so much damage, especially with Unagi drop 500k plus disorder nukes.
Yeah, but what if you don't have Niyagi and stuff like that, you know? I guess, yeah. I don't know, I feel like just stunning is like, it's just nice as far as like not having to worry about enemies attacking you and one-banging you, because I feel like when you get to the end of the, what is it called? Like that, the hardest difficulty thing in the game, the very end of that like trial by fire, whatever it's called. Enemies do a lot of fucking damage really quickly, so I feel like that's kind of nice having that there at least. When attacks hit targets 20 times, that should be easy to do. We'll take that one. We also have this. Hello. Dodging increases critical. Gain a shield equal to your max HP. When? Oh, and my health gets low. No, summoning a Concerto Companion increases Resonator's skill damage. And cool, let's get the crit rate, I guess. All are not great options. Hello. Ooh, increases Resonator's skill damage by 200. Casting Resonator's skill costs more stamina. Gain this effect following 10 enemies with a basic attack. Upon dealing damage, there is a 20% chance to summon of strike. Yeah, that one. Basic attack, yes.
Lone Syndicate said in Endless Tower the enemy actually gets more buffs the more you stun them.
Oh!
The lovely
I didn't know that. That's ass.
All my prey. Feed my blossoms.
Pop! That's I did not know that, Lone. Jeez.
My new toy. Don't run. Keep the dance going.
We just popped twice just cuz.
Interesting.
Okay. Jesus, lock onto him. My camera's getting weird. I keep hitting the wrong button. He's hitting me.
Grafting, suffer.
There it is. We worked out. But yeah, I was messing up my sequence. Like you have to attack, and then when you start seeing her spin, you hold. But we can get into our second attack within 2 hits instead of 1, which is why. I wonder if I hold charge. That's still it's a similar thing, but it's a little weird. Hello, Shorekeeper. Wait, I can claim my reward. Consume 1 reward attempt to claim reward. Do you wish to? Yes. I think. Is that right? Is that like something we could do every week or something? Hello, Shorekeeper. So, what's about the dream mass looks like? What? This is a duty you have entrusted to me. Take care. Rest assured, I will not put myself in danger again. Thank you. Love you. What's good, B? Oh. B says, that teaser looks good at AF. I definitely put... Wait, what teaser? What teaser, V? Is there a new teaser for the game that I missed? About the characters? Is it on Twitter or is it on
Lone
the thing?
Syndicate said, not only does the enemy gain more days res, they also do more damage, I think, so push the anomaly DPS play style even more.
Ah, that's kind of cringe. What the heck's the point of getting... I hate fucking Mihoyo so much, man. It's so dumb. That's so fucking dumb. What's the fucking point of a stun character if it's like, yeah, doing damage is actually, which is already getting you closer to ending the fight, is better than investing in supports that stun them. Like, what the fuck? If anything, the stunners need a hand more than the people who are just gonna fucking melt them anyway. That's dumb. I hate that. But again, why would they make that choice? Probably because it incentivizes getting more copies of characters, so you're able to do more nuke-like damage and so on and so forth, you know? Go to the community tab on YouTube. They show 4 things. Like, go to the Wuthering Waves channel on YouTube and then go to the community tab. Is that what you mean? Look like that's all of it. Good, that. I love how they're like injecting so much story in here. Not that I hate story. Oh, we did it. We beat it. Oh, wow. I thought we were going to fight a little more. Damn it. Damn you. Yes. Okay, yeah, I'll check. Okay, let's do that. Let's check that out. Good stuff. Pause. We let us buy. Can we buy the reroll thing? Those fuckers didn't put it in last time. We have to get this one, but can we buy this one? Ah! The reroll thing is so goddamn good. It is the holy grail of gets. And unfortunately, we only get 1, but at least you get it early, so that's nice. Dodge stuff. What is that? Successfully dodging grants a shield. Just a flat? Holy shit, 50% of your max HP? That's crazy. Everything else kind of feels like shit compared to that gain. Attack, critical rate. Yeah, no, definitely go straight out here. Anyways, let me see. Let's see what this stuff is. Let me take a minute to find it, unfortunately. Give me a sec. Pause that.
Lone Syndicate said now stunners in Shiyu defense could be more beneficial, especially in ambush mode where you're not graded on fast clears, but how often characters die and enemies do hit hard.
I don't really know what that means, Lone. Yeah, I thought that's what you were just saying about, like, seems like a giant deficit when it comes to like, if I were to like be like, oh, I really like stunners and I want to build up my like supports on my team to play into this mechanic, and then for them to kind of be like, hey, what if we basically devalued that and just valued damage numbers more, you know? That's where I'm like, ew. But apparently you're saying that there's a different thing now, like that makes it less like that. That's what it made it sound like when I was hearing that one thing. What are we doing? We are going to Wuthering Waves main channel. I should probably put, there it is, and then community tab. All right, is it the first thing there? I just see some masks. Is this the weapons? I just see some jester masks. Is that one day ago? Is it today or yesterday when they showed it off?
Lone Syndicate said that's in Endless Tower GRINN. I was talking about Shiyu defense and ambush node.
Okay. It still feels like they're incentivizing the like damage numbers. Like one is incentivizing it, the other is basically saying like, it's not incentivizing it, but it's still net neutral. So it's still, I think, net's incentivification of like higher damage stuff rather than playing into supports. No. Look at the 5th image. Okay, let me just pull this up, by the way, so you guys can see what I'm looking at. F11. This, you mean? Because this is what's shown. I just see a generic-looking staff thing. A jester-looking mask, or yeah. A key box. And then a ribbon, and then there's a gun type thing, which it looks kind of cool. It's like a sniper. It looks very Christmas-inspired, which makes sense, given this is coming out in the latter, probably right around the holiday season. I don't know if I love that. I mean, it looks neat. Don't get me wrong. I just think like this does not do a lot to get me hyped because it's just kind of a shitty display of something. Like if you're gonna show something off, at least show it. You know. I guess yeah. Again, when I talked about the them maybe showing more, like maybe showing like one character that's coming out and then silhouetting the other one, just so that there's some mystery as well as showing us other things. This is not what I meant about them like showing like a part of the gun, the stock, the trigger. It looks neat. I already can see it's a fucking sniper rifle. Like you're not hiding much. The box is for the Havoc supports. What? The box is for Oh, I see. Is it this? Interesting. Is that the? Oh, so she's a caster. Huh. That could be fun at least. What do you call it? DC. By the way, V, were you there when I got the second copy of I got 3 constellations, or I got Constellation 2 of what's her name? The boxes for Havoc supports. Yeah. What do you call it? I'm not sure if a part of me hopes that I don't like this person too much. I will say I am disappointed a little bit that like. I don't know if I should say disappointed. That's a strong word, but I would hope that we eventually start getting good supports. Like I'm sad that the mouse girl seems to be like such a good support for Havoc users, and I kind of want that. You got a Waveband 2. Yeah, I got Waveband 2. I got one more copy of her to drop on a whim, and then I bought it with my special points, which probably was a bad choice. And the getting her to drop a second time, not bad idea. But using my like special, you can buy one constellation of a character through the shop menu system. Probably not the best idea, but hey.
Between the two
but there we go. We got first 2 constellations. Bang bang. And yes, and if I get better, better stats on my cost 1, I can push it to 70 crit rate and 300 critical damage. Granted, I can get up to 30 critical damage if I just intro. Which by the way, first constellation is great. It gives you like critical damage just on acting like an intro skill. Wild. But also, I wanted to jump in here because I wanted to see if there's any more story stuff for us to do. Let's claim that. I wonder if there is more story stuff, or if we more or less got it. I know there's a challenge mode. There's only 3 more to go. Yeah, so I wonder if we haven't unlocked all of it. Yeah, we have the last bit, which is called like Nightmare Revisited, which I don't know. Oh, there's a whole other tab. Oh shit! Is there only 2 tabs? I think so. So we got the Electro Girl, and I imagine Shang-Li. And then, what was the other one that we've seen in the banner? In fact, I think I can see it if I pull up the Wuthering Waves tab. I can't because it's open already. But if I could pull it up, you can see the banner. So I guess it's all 3 of those. Cute. Well, actually, I'm not sure we'll start with that. Yeah. We might jump over to Zenless and grind a little bit of our daily grind things. But no, this was a lot of fun. It wasn't quite as much story as I was hoping for. I was hoping we'd see more of Lumine, who is awesome. But yes. You got Cam Waveband 2. I've been trying to get it. It's heavy. It's heavily Assassin's Creed inspired. What is these new teasers? What you mean? I'm curious what you mean by that, V. What do you mean by that? Why would you say it's heavily Assassin's Creed inspired? Also, let me close that. Lovely. Close that before it actually closes. Go up to Zenless. Boom. These new teasers, did you see how they wrote the new region? What do you mean? What do you mean how they wrote the new region? Oh, capital first and capital left. What do you mean? I'm confused. Is it in here? I didn't notice it. Based on my response, I did not notice it. But I also don't get it. I get what you mean. That Assassin's Creed trademark. No, V, you're not explaining what I'm asking. You're just like you're defining it again, and I'm like, I don't even know what we're talking about. You're saying like there's 2 capital letters. I'm like, where would I look to find those capital letters? I didn't notice it, so yeah. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're in Zenless. It's funny, V always comes in when we're about to switch over, which is unfortunate. Ow, I'm in my lip. Ow. Because I know what do you call it? V is not the biggest fan of this game, but hey, let's wrap up our resin real quick. You have to press the image to fully see him.
Nothing beats
oh,
caffeine
okay.
on a
Like
lazy
you can't
afternoon.
open it, you mean?
Want some?
Interesting. So if we go here, you mean like if I click this? I can't open them fully. Huh, I wonder how you would... whatever. I don't know. Anyways. I don't know. But is there any reason for it? Like they just capitalize the letters just because of like branding, or is there like a secret message in there or something?
Come back here for a cup of coffee.
Also, I hope I'm not losing out on any events. I feel like I've been letting them slip away a little bit in Zenless. Ooh, that was a lucky get. What's that man over there looking at? Is there something I missed over there? This. And go. Alright, I think we still need a boatload of the one thing, so I think I'm just going to bang that out really quickly. We'll also do this. Yeah, we got 3 days to get the other one. Login streak. Did I not log in yesterday? Why did I not get this? Perhaps it's only been 4 days? Let us go to training. Let's go to this. We're going to need a boatload of fire if we do plan on going for lighter, which I think we will, given that... Well, actually, it's kind of weird if we go for lighter. It's fine. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's the best idea, actually. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, this may not be the best idea to go for lighter, but I want them. The staff they showed will probably be for the rover with the air rover. I'm curious with the air. I wish we had more air characters. I'm about to say this might be too loud. Let me turn down the music because I forgot it's quite combat loudness is brutal in this game. Also, I could probably do this, there.
Understood. I see.
Attack.
Take this.
We're finally getting a mage. Oh, we don't have a mage yet? You don't think Encore is considered a mage? Man, we're getting lit up.
Get lost.
I'm not playing well, let me tell you. This. Thank God, we have shield. Oh, good. Back to you.
I'm scissors, you're
hey.
paper. Take this.
Ellen is so good. The fact that she can dart behind people is infinitely OP.
Get back.
Stay in the form. Stay in the form. Stop trying to get me to pivot.
Take this.
So that should kill you. Yeah, what do you got? I thought, have we not got mages before? I can maybe just like not a mage staff. But isn't there always those like weird artifacts? I'd be curious to see, because isn't the whole point? Well, yeah, because isn't like an orb or like a floating little box beside you that usually mages use as catalysts? So will the spear be the same thing, or just hovering, or will you actually hold it? Maybe if it's unique to Rover, maybe they'll make an exception and make a unique animation for him. But I could see it just floating there to your left, like, hey, it's just a cool looking staff. Stop! Oh.
Take this. Get back.
Let me switch to what's her name, please. There it is, good. Now we got a shield for free. Bang. Go back to Ellen.
Don't mess up my name. Take this.
Oh.
See. Your weak spot. Troublesome. Get back.
Xanthus' combat is such a different beast. It's so much more of like pacing things out and like reactive a little bit, you know? I feel like in Withering Waves, it's just like, hey, make sure you pop off with this specific thing and make sure you dodge at the right time. But largely, enemies almost like wait, attack. Whereas I feel like Zenless, sometimes it's just like you're like trying to keep them in a flurry, you know? V says, I'm just hyped AF because we get the new Sentinel in 2.2. What's that mean? V Sentinel? Is that like a new artifact or? I did know people said that like in the next patch we're finally gonna get Gen 2 characters essentially. Like after Camilla we finally. And that's all of the characters they had in the beta. They're a little undercooked and all that stuff. So people were speculating, and with the next push of characters, that they're going to be like more better than ever.
Said, "Pardon my inactivity. Been trying to fix this migraine whilst testing cables for my headset."
No, it's okay. Love to take your time, buddy. That's okay. We're doing okay. I do think that as soon as we're done getting our grind finished up here, I think I probably will end the stream slightly early today. Because I need to try to edit this video that I didn't forget to finish when we started the stream. So I would like to kind of try to get that done so that I can start editing the gameplay of it. But we'll see. Maybe we get into a conversation and then time flies, as it tends to happen.
Better dodge. Out of the way.
Lone Syndicate said Sentinel are the Archon equivalent, if I remember correctly.
Oh! Well, do we have already a pre-existing Archon equivalent? Yeah, do we already have an Encore? I can't speak. Oh, yeah, I guess the Shorekeeper would be considered, maybe? And also the one girl? What's her name? The Dragon Girl would also be probably considered like a disaster class person. Oh, I thought I had a thing. I didn't. Thought I had charges.
Your weak spot. Take this.
Bang! Oh. Yeah, so the Dragon Lady was one, I think. I could see the Shorekeeper also being one. It's funny though. I don't know what other one would be. I'm curious. What would that other one be then? What's the Sentinel? Maybe that's too deep in the future. V probably wouldn't know, but because it's too deep. But I'm curious what that would be.
McFlufferkin said regarding Lighter, he'll be a buffing stunner for fire and ice damage dealers. Miyabi is dual element anomaly, so he's pretty much designed to complement that.
Oh yeah, for Lighter, yeah. I figured that much. I was just wondering if like, am I fucking up by going for him essentially? And if he only buffs damage, basically, I'm wondering if like by me adding him into my Ellen team, will that be better or worse? Because my main weakness with my Ellen team is seemingly like
touch my tail.
I don't think I can see my actual teams, unfortunately. But what do you call it? My main problem with my Ellen team, I think, is that Ellen sometimes doesn't have a shield, and that's so convenient and nice when you're actually leveling up and stuff like that. Just the ability to like not, because sometimes Ellen is stuck in like a multi-hit combo. So having Caesar on her team is really nice, and it makes for a lot of good things to happen. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I almost feel like Ellen needs a support team, support in some capacity, and I don't know if she needs any more stunner because I already have the bow staff girl. So like, I'm in a weird place with my teams right now. I'm not like, there's not a clear, at least I don't think, not a clear option. Now, if Lighter, like, you could argue that Lighter, he extends the stun of the stunned character. So not only would he probably buff up my Ellen as far as her ice damage, but he would also increase the stun duration of made by the bow staff girl, possibly, but that doesn't really solve. I mean, theoretically, if I'm able to stun things very, very quickly, then I wouldn't have to. I would have more openings essentially with my high attack Ellen. You know, I just think Ellen usually needs an ice character to kind of detonate her special critical enhancement, so that wouldn't really work. You know, yeah, doesn't exactly flow in a weird way. Also, we finally leveled up. Look at that. Also, man, we have so many wishes for the one thing.
Flufferkin said, however, her squad passive has seemingly been changed from a second anomaly to a support unit, which means Sokaku or Lucy, respectively, rather than a disorder team with Bernice and Lighter.
Okay, what do you mean by that, Fluff? Regarding Lighter, he buffed Stunner, first always made for Miyabi. However, her squad passive has seemingly been changed from second anomaly to a support unit, which means Sukaku or Lucy, respectively, rather than a disorder team with Bernice or Lighter. Huh. Interesting. So she doesn't. So it's not. She's not locked in. Yeah, I don't know if I love this thing. Like, I feel like, unlike other games, this game is very. It seems like there's a lot of like leans on certain characters synergizing with other characters, and almost so that you're like, I can't really even get that excited for this character because I can't make use of them at all, you know, or like, oh, I have to build all these other characters to maybe make them work. It makes me feel a little bit like, oh, geez, is that gonna pan out? I don't know, work out. There we go. Also, what's good, cat? Oh. Golly, Caesar's still crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're probably gonna wind down for a little bit there. I think I burnt all my resin, did all my things. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Also, is there like a camera thing here? I see somewhere that you could like flip around the camera, but I feel like that's a lie. I haven't been able to see how to do it. Yeah, I don't know how to switch it over to selfie mode. I thought it was hitting like the joystick button, but it doesn't seem to work. So maybe this character just doesn't do it. I don't know. Weird. I don't want to zoom in there. I want to zoom in at the whole character. That goddamn you. Huh! Kat says, hey, games that won't let me experiment. Yeah, a little bit. Well, again, I think a part of it's like creative to some extent because you can kind of, it like forces you to think within inside the means that you're given rather than kind of like wandering everywhere. Like giving somebody a baseline or like a boxing people in can actually be helpful for your like imaginative mind. I just think like there's a level of it which is not bad. Like, hey, there's elemental synergy. But then they kind of took that away.
Lone Syndicate said, can't do selfie mode on any characters beside Belle and
Oh,
Lux.
I didn't know that. That's shitty. That's what the heck's the point of fucking selfie mode? Anyways, I was going to say, I think, like, I don't know, I find Zenless is getting to, like, a point which I would have preferred if it didn't get to that level of, like, monotony a little bit. But, like, hey, beforehand it was as simple as, like, they're in the same squad, and, what do you call it? They're in the same element chain. You're like, got it. Makes sense. And now they're kind of jumping around being like, some characters are like support based, some characters you need the other character to be an attack, and it's very, very clear that MiHoYo is like, we're going to incentivize these two characters to synergize with each other, but...
Flufferkin said Lighter still should be a great unit for you, even without Miyabi, as you can pair Ellen and any fire or ice support or anomaly alongside Lighter.
Yeah, I just...
Ellen, Lycaon, and Lighter should be a solid team.
Yeah, Lycan, if we happen to get him, that would be neat. I don't want to throw away my bow staff girl because I noticed that she's extremely good to play. Like she always feels like you can feel that like massive damage ramping up when I play with my Ellen. But she doesn't really fit on either of my teams, and it would feel like she was kind of a waste to go in on. Yeah. It's tough. It's one of those weird shit things. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully I'll be a little more lively tomorrow. I can't believe I wasn't livelier today. I don't know why. I feel like maybe I'm fighting off some sort of cold because I even had an energy drink and I still felt like myself being a little bit like, ugh. At the end here, I'm feeling a little bit groggy. But tomorrow, I think, what's on the chopping block is some actual like freaky high level gameplay essentially, where I'm going to try to actually fight in what is it called? Spiral. It's basically like Wuthering Waves version of Spiral Abyss, like the death zone. It's like the end game content. I want to see how far I can make it with both my teams. Granted, they're not like perfect. We'll see. It's probably my least favorite part of both of these games is like the high level end game content because it's where you feel like the lack of spend the most. I think not that like you can't do it like without spending a lot. It's just you feel it. I find the most where you're like Jesus, you're just starting to chop at these trees and it's not even doing anything. Kat says, hope you have a good night, Grim. Freaky high level. Grin getting freaky. What do you mean?
McFlufferkin said standard S ranks and NEA ranks have the same faction and element triggers. New S ranks are role specific if not same faction. It is more flexible in one way, less in another.
Yeah, I guess I just preferred like the era of Genshin, which was it was just elemental synergy. I think that's all it was, and like elemental mixing rather than it does seem like it's just I find like in Genshin it was a little easier to match up teams, you know, whereas in this game it very much feels like they put like a massive value proposition in regards to like having met their like weird team requirement. Yeah. But yeah, again, it's one of those things where like when it's working, you're probably gonna have no issue because you're like, hell yeah, I got 2 characters I love on the same team and they're giving me a damage bonus. But when it's not working, you're like, I really like this character, but they just don't do anything for me as far as my like team and endgame feel, you know. But alas, I'll still keep prepping for later, and then we'll play him and we'll make our choice then, I think. But yes, tomorrow we'll be streaming at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Hopefully I can see you then. I'm off to go edit the video. I hopefully can get edited by the end of this week, hopefully. Thank you for being patient with me and giving me some grace in that regard. Appreciate you guys so much for your time, and I will see you, hopefully if I'm lucky, tomorrow. Bye, guys.